You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. I got different hands in pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise. You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. I got different hands in pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise. Okay, it's never enough. Okay, it's never enough. Life can get so mad and life can get so tough. They can't handle nothing, that's why I do this stuff. That's why I wrote this stuff, that's how we hold it down, this love. Hit Istanbul like 3-4, when I call me that's plus 44. You know me, you know the score, you know what the hell we do this for. They wanna sleep in the name like Moldavore. I'm around but they wanna call me to go. I know what they're saying but really though, this flame just burning in my soul. Are you a villain, are you an angel? Are you willing, are you able? Are you a villain, are you an angel? Are you willing, are you able? You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. I got different hands in pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise. You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. Got different hands in pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise. Stumble like 3-4, when I call me that's plus 44. You know me, you know the score, you know what the hell we do this for. They wanna sleep in the name like Moldavore. I'm around but they wanna call me to go. I know what they're saying but really though, this flame just burning in my soul. Are you a villain, are you an angel? Are you willing, are you able? Are you a villain, are you an angel? Are you willing, are you able, yeah. You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. I got different hands in pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise. You know what, on that grind, disruptive, yeah, from time, shaking up the norm, you know why. Original, tell you why. Basic, yo, that's your guy. Got different hands in pies, international ties, in the studio till sunrise.
Ladies and gentlemen, we made it work for the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Something Soft Live. The smoothest entry, no bugs. I did it after God knows how many years. We did it. Unlike Xbox that is watching itself die. Thanks to Asha Sharma and Matt Booty and all the shills still out here freaking selling their ass for free. Oh, we have a great show for you today. Every week there's dramas, and it seems like the Xbox Rake has come back to hit Asha Sharma's face with compound interest. We're gonna have a great time. The Xbox community is ripping itself apart. Apart for the cause, really. But it is crazy right now. Ladies and gentlemen, before I start the show, I need to make a couple of announcements that'll be positive when I down this shit. Oh, Asha Sharma, yeah. You said you heard us, but you didn't. And Matt Booty, he sucks. Oh, he sucks. Oh, Major, he loves that. Oh, God, moment of silence for Dingo. Rest in peace, Tinto. You are always a legend and a champ. Monster. Let's drink this monster. Let's get it down. Oh, Asha Sharma, yeah. Oh, we have a lot to talk about. Oh, Jess Kodad with the 5 gifted membership. Shout out to Jess. Gifted 9 lives, randoms, great fuck, champagne, supernova, and chili be chillin'. We're about to get lit. Even the monsters on brand. I love this drink from Monster. I'm not sponsored. Monster, sponsor me. But if there's anyone in this space that deserves to get a Monster sponsorship, it's me. And it's on brand with the colors, bro. And this flavor is actually sauce. It's sexy. Parasocialize. I'm finally seeing the Xbox community having some teeth. They're having some teeth. They had enough. Asha Sharma came in with a beacon of hope. This is the 25th anniversary for Xbox. She said, "We hear you." And we all said, "Yeah, dude, you go on and do that. You listen to Radoms giving up membership to Soil Tech of all people." Nice. Thank you for that. And then Asha Sharma comes in and it was always going to happen. It was never going to age well. How was she going to deal with the exclusivity question? And just a week, 1 mere week away from the Xbox 25th anniversary, good old Matt freaking Booty. You know, I was supposed to talk about other topics, I had to go straight into it. Matt Booty comes up and he delivers one of the most obnoxiously tone-deaf, capitulating, bullshit, spineless, protoplasmic response I've heard in a while, bruv. And all I looked at his face and I sat there, I was like, it's gonna be real easy to hate this guy. It's gonna be real easy to... He's the new face. You have to understand, these are the new execs. These are the corpo suits that we will be directing our ire at for the best part of God knows how many years left. But luckily for our blood pressure, it may not be that long, because Xbox as a brand will continue to dwindle as these leaders try try to reconcile with the market forces that they have led themselves in this position into, unlike the other parties. Try and reconcile the pressure they get from good old Satya and the corporate overlords who are looking at the balance sheets and thinking, oh God, we can't do this. And the ferocious noise, finally, the ferocious noise from the Xbox community that is finally have the fucking testicular fortitude to come back and say, enough. The Asha Sharma coming in saying, we hear you, to that one tweet will be one of the most instrumental and regretful tweets of this woman's career. And it came out just as she started. Amazing. And I'm glad she did it, because it exposed so many shills, and I don't even need to name them. You know the Xbox shills, the corporate shills who downplayed exclusivity, switched it up even though they have years of tweets, deleted tweets now, capping for exclusive, switch just like that because the corporate overlord said it. Then deleted their tweets after arguing and being embarrassed about these tweets, and then instantly went back again and saying, now they're going back and pretending the exclusives are good again. You know who those people are. Why are you still listening to these freaking all they give a shit about is their YouTube channels? They don't give a shit about anything else. They are fake pieces of shit. And you know who they are. And I used to be associated with them. One of them, at least. But not Danny Pena. Danny Pena has blocked me, maybe rightfully so, because this guy has always been a corporate shill. I gave him the slight benefit of the doubt because I'm friends with Paris Lily. And Paris Lily gets a lot of the shillery things, but he's much more honest. He's way more honest than Danny Pena. He's way more. I like Paris. Paris is a lot more. Oh, I can't see the quoted tweet because the little shit's blocked me. But Danny Pena has been there doing gamer tag radio. He needs to rely on the money the Xbox gives. The parasocial stuff. You know the people. Take it, Bacon. You know these people that they get these awards, they build a relationship, the parasocial stuff that I make fun of, and they start cozying up with these guys and they will just parrot the same fucking lines, man. And Danny Pena does the same thing. Let me get rid of that black pink loud transition. I need to figure out how to lower that. Can I? Ooh, that's not it. Display, which display? That. Oh God, there's so many cameras. Let me get rid of what? 2? Oh, this is because I had oh shit, I didn't even make the announcement. There's a big announcement to make. Guys, you stupid idiot. Oh wait, let me do that now. This is the last Septic Sauce stream solo on a Saturday. I'm sorry, I can't do it anymore. I hate it. No. This is the last stream because it's been talking about it for a while. With me, my good friends Fonz and Zorka are gonna do a weekly show every Saturday. It's called Friendly Fire Podcast. It's gonna be fucking amazing. If you were here, if you tuned in last week, how much fun was that show? None of it's I mean, you've watched the show. None of it was canned. None of it was scripted. After the show ended, the WhatsApp itself, the voice notes could have been a podcast in its own. That kind of dynamic you cannot recreate. We have been gunning each other for years. On our WhatsApp chat is just vitriol after vitriol after vitriol. Until we get cancelled, we'll do that show. So me, Fonz, and Zorka, we're gonna do, and I'm gonna do a solo show as well. And it's gonna be fucking amazing, man. Trust me, it's gonna be amazing. I loved last week's show. I could just switch cameras, and it was amazing. Those guys it will never be a shill show. It will never be a bunch of shills. It will be guys who are very, very, very opinionated, but just chopping it up, insulting each other, and having a great time. It's gonna be fucking sick. It's gonna be amazing. Trust me, it's gonna be very entertaining. After last week's show, the shit still carried on. It carried on before it and after. It was brilliant. Let me read these super chats. Is it a solo show? It's gonna be nice. Champagne, thank you so much for the 5. Don't listen to toxic fanboys. Danny Ivory Tower Pena. Fear Ryan Gaslight McCaffrey. Yes. Yes. Champagne. Nowhere to be seen after the PS5 June 2nd Tassie. Oh, Paul Tassie's getting it from good old Chat. Look, let them do what they're doing, man. I don't know what Paul Tassie's been saying, but let them do what they're doing. But you know where they stand. These guys just chill all the time. This is what they do. Where's this camera? Where's this one? There it is. So, let me set up the scene. Let me set up the scene. Xbox comes in, Matt Booty, just a week before the Xbox Showcase event, releases this video. And I'm going to go through it. You can hear it now. Spotify listeners, you'll listen to this shit and it's absolutely nauseating. Absolute capitulation. If you're on Spotify, you can probably watch the video as well, because I'll post the video up as well so you can see it. But this is just, shout out to Idle Sloth. And this is where Matt Booty lays out the future of Xbox. Let's play this. I hope it's not too loud. Let me just mediate this. Take safe. Oh, that's not even loud enough. Give me a second. Out. Line in. Oh shit, what have I done?
This is going to be on these games, right? We really want to focus on the teams and on the games. And this is not going to be a place where we're going to talk about strategy broadly, right?
The fact that he mentioned this, right? What does that mean? Why is he talking about strategy? It's because they know for a fact the noise has been so crazy. There's a metric fuck ton of pressure on this exclusivity question. And that's burning at the tips that he mentioned. That this is the strategy. What strategy could they be talking about? It's this. It's exclusivity. That's what this is about.
There's certainly some strategic things that are out there and things we want to bring clarity to, but the focus here is on the games, and we want to make, for the long term, we want to make the right decisions.
That's very important. That long term, that means their questions are up. I mean, we've told you about this. They are, and multiple people are telling me this. Whether it's hearsay is bullshit, I don't know. Where's my drink? Is gonna sell Pellegrino. Not sponsored again. Not sponsored again. So this is the long-term strategy. This is what Asha Sharma said a few weeks ago, that I don't want to rush into a decision, but you need to be fucking careful what they're saying. They're speaking from two sides of their mouths, because both sides of their mouths, because the reason what that means is they've got a Helix coming out next year. They cannot have this console, which is already going to have an uphill task of selling at freaking £1,200 or whatever the price is going to be, at a time where the component prices are ridiculous. So much so, in fact, that Sony is sitting back with the PlayStation 6 until they know what's going on. So they know that they have to somehow, what they'll do with the Helix, they'll have timed exclusives. But this is the most fundamental year for Xbox. We'll talk about Fable being delayed, but with Gears of War, with Forza Horizon 6, their highest rated game, until Fable got delayed, this could have been one of their strongest, and it can still be one of their most critically successful, most strongest years of gaming in a while. But yeah, let's hear it out. Sorry.
Not fast decisions. And I can also say that there won't be Helix news, so Helix will not be in this showcase.
Which is okay, because we know Helix is probably going to get a holiday showing. Although I would have loved to have it at the showcase. That would have been a great way to a 25th anniversary, but Ashman's dead.
Again, we want to get everything about that right. So we're really focused on the games now. We've got a great lineup over the next 12 months. That's really what Showcase is going to focus on, the broader strategic.
So the 12 months is an interesting one. We've gone back to the 12 months again. Remember the old 12-month plan, and everyone had to go. Remember a few years ago they had a showcase and they were like focusing on the 12 month, and everyone's like, what the fuck is all the games? And it was like, it's only 12 months, and they didn't even keep that promise, which is hilariously bad. But they're repeating this here, which means it's short term. They're just showing the games for the next 12 months. But there's a lot of games coming out in the next 12 months. But what does that mean for surprises and stuff like that? If it's the next 12 months, you're not going to get some crazy surprises, I don't think. So, sounds like RFK Jr. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Questions, anything to do with Helix will come at a later time.
So as you say, focus on the games. That's what we'll all be talking about come June 8th.
That's exactly right.
So in recent broadcasts that we've had, like Dev Direct, Partner Preview, we've been really transparent about when a game is multi-platform. So should we expect to see that transparency continuing here at Showcase?
Yes, absolutely. We'll be very clear about what platforms a game is coming to.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, where everyone lost their minds. You are going to now, on the 25th anniversary of Xbox, and it's quite funny, people are really hung up about this because of the appearance of it, but not the substance behind it, but it's funny.
And want to continue the precedent. I think we've got a good system going where we make it clear and showcase. Another thing.
Yeah, so that's it. So basically, they're going to show off the logos. Now, this went off like wildfire yesterday. The explosion was crazy. As if we didn't know that they were already multi-plat. But there was so much "hear you" about the power of exclusivity. There was hope that Xbox would start to fucking realize the importance of its brand. And it's made even worse. Even worse. That just mere moments ago, maybe moments before this podcast came out, Asha Sharma, for some freaking reason, completely tone deaf, said this. Where is it? I'll bring it up. Where is it? There it is. When they were talking about Xbox changing, I'll just read it out. That is part of what you're starting to see is the shift from Xbox to Xbox, all caps, screaming. And to me, it's just a bit silly. It's a name change, all in caps. You're just screaming, Xbox, please take notice of us, please. It's coming to PlayStation. She goes, it reflects a decision to be deliberate in how we show up for the players who care most about this brand. How the fuck does that show anything remotely close when on the 25th anniversary of Xbox and your big showcase and your new freaking leader has come on to power, you said we're going to be very transparent and show you all the PlayStation logos in our Xbox 25th anniversary showcase? Absolutely fucking oh my days, tone deaf. Shout out to Shab, says hello, and then gives away a 007 First Life Steam key. Shout out to Shabs. Whoever claimed that key, you are lucky, because that game is sick. We'll talk about that later. Matt Booty just destroyed the hype, says 9 Lives. Matt Booty and Asha Sharma, both of them have destroyed the brand. You can't say... The thing is, it's so funny. I see so much of the discourse. Oh, this is what happens with Xbox guys. The execs cozy up with all these influencers, and now she's trying to please them. No. You need to be called to task on the words that you're saying. Some of us will put her to task. I'm not saying Danny Pena is going to do it, because he's just going to gargle whatever freaking jizz is thrown down his throat. He will freaking do that in 4K HD, and if they change their minds, he'll still do it. That's just the way they are. But the accountability and the responses from these execs is important, because if you see them trip up so easily, it's very indicative of where they actually are. So a lot of the PlayStation guys will go back and say, oh God, PlayStation doesn't even bother doing all this stuff. It's because they'll give you any old slop and you'll take it. You're free PR. They don't even communicate with you. If you're a real PlayStation fan, you'll say, look, I would actually like some disclosure, please. Instead of sucking off Jason Schreier, where's the statements from PlayStation? You guys just take it. The whole disclosure is very, very interesting. It's also an insight into where these executives' minds are. You can quickly unravel the truth. So the hear you is perfect, because it sets her up, in this case, for failure. Because unless they change fundamentally, this brand will die. A lot of people think, Gaz, you're a console warrior, that's all it is. You just care about the console warrior element of it. I've been in this place for time. I'm telling you right now, fucking Sega came in the space and replace Xbox, I would gratefully welcome their entrance, as long as they are offering viable competition. That's all I give a shit about. I really only give a shit about that. Asha Sharma, after seeing this logos chat instantaneously after Matt Booty's statement, she goes and says this: seeing the feedback on logos, it was a miss, and I own it. We are talking about how we adjust the future Xbox shows. To which I said, Is it just about keeping appearances up for logos, or are we actually going to see you explore actual policy changes that prevent the brand from being diluted to zero? And really, that's what it is. Like, you can hide the logos. A lot of people are like, why are you showing the logo? I mean, the logo stuff is interesting because the base level of disrespect for a lot of the hardcore PlayStation, especially for the guys who are flying out to the Xbox showcase, you know, the guys who do this, who will be going there, touching each other up, shaving their freaking arms with razors. Honestly, there's one of them does that. And and going there and stalking the execs. What do you think is going to happen? These are the guys that have led this brand to the problem that we're seeing right now. What is carrot browsing? Get lost. Anyway. They're just keeping up appearances. But they're not even doing that. They're not even freaking having the base courtesy of the 25th anniversary to not show you a PlayStation logo. This whole thing, they said Xbox in all in caps. But they said, but we have to be transparent. And we'll show you the PlayStation logo. Even though PlayStation will show off Halo and it won't even show the Xbox logo coming to Xbox. Xbox will do that. Xbox has worked itself in a position where it's so tough to justify an exclusive strategy because they've worked themselves into this shit position that they're in now. Either carry on making money because their games are starting to finally be good. They're a mega publisher, but they have such a much comparatively smaller, dwindling console user base by their own fault, by saying that everything is an Xbox, by completely failing for multiple years. The story has been told multiple times. So hardware prices are crazy. Their fan base is tiny compared to 100 million PlayStations out there, and they have to make the green. But at the cost of what? The brand will die. Xbox will speedrun itself. It's already there. There's only one tiny little ember of a hope that it can maintain itself in the hardware space. In fact, it was bold. If it was bold enough, it could actually take advantage of this. The trillion-dollar company that can back its third biggest revenue generator and the only real entrant or place in the entertainment space. In such a pivotal year where the GTA is releasing, where Sony is a lot more amenable to the market forces when it comes to component prices. And now people are like, oh no, it's hardware availability. These guys suck. These guys suck. Xbox leadership is so shit. But Asha Sharma was showing such good read on things. I do feel sorry for her. She's stuck. The predecessors have put her in a position where she really can't maneuver that much. But at the end of the day, I don't give a shit about excuses, man. It's like either recognize the shit and fix it, or we carry on rinsing you. It's all good. Neo Geo is back in November, so Slim Pickens. Well, frickin' hell. Good old. Well, that pacifies us. Guys, they panicked because people started to leave Xbox. They want the best of both worlds. They need to choose a path, says Nine Lives. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. The whole point is you cannot straddle this line. You will not please. If you go in next week, and this, if Asha Sharma or any of the execs are listening, if you go in next week, you will have the shield brigade tell you all sorts. You will say that, oh, you know what, this is tough. And you know what they'll do? I've seen these guys at GDC. I saw one guy literally just nodding his head to Jason Ronald. Even when Jason Ronald wasn't even saying anything, he was like, guy's head was fucking stuck. He's there on social media right now fucking telling everyone, oh yeah, this is what... Chilling constantly. These guys don't have a spine, man. And so this is the point. You cannot carry on just making excuses, man. Like, I know I've ostracized myself from the Xbox community and excommunicated, but it comes from a good place. Recognize. And that's the point. Asha Sharma and all these execs, when you go there next week, you're gonna fucking hear the same shit, and then the same freaking obese, weird, freaking weirdo, sweaty little cunt's gonna be sitting there going, oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, and they'll just be quickly sold. Some of them will maintain their position, but they'll just not even communicate it properly. And you're like, Gaz, you're the last person to talk about communicating things properly, but this is my platform where I'm just gonna say it rawly. No Vaseline. You need to hear it. I could easily come into I don't give a shit what you say. I would go into the executives board and make a compelling case for making sure that you have exclusives reinstated, because you really want a freaking viable brand in this space. And all the people say, oh, exclusive. The whole Game Pass brigade already are just a bunch of freaking just morons, man. They're just complete morons to the point where you're Game Pass over everything else. You're just thinking, oh, value-based game. What's the point of Game Pass if there's no real discernible brand and the thing dwindles and dies? Watch this X-Space. She already said this week that there's some hard decisions to be made. Hard decisions going to be made from Xbox. I'll tell you what the hard decisions are. Your day-and-date Xbox games on your Game Pass, they're going to disappear. They're going to disappear. Case by case. Some will appear, some won't. And that's it. So the one thing that you peasants just literally just value-based gaming, didn't really see this medium as an art form. It's just value-based is gonna go. And then what? Then what's your last bastion? They took away your exclusives. They started dumbing down and drilling down Game Pass, which they already did since freaking Call of Duty came out. But okay, fine, that's an outlier. Right, what else? Thank you, Dubmobile with 5. He goes, I feel like the plan was to reveal the new strategy, if there is one, with the reveal of the Helix, and I don't think you were excommunicated, Gaz. Bruv, you should see me into on this the PlayStation Xbox podcast. Hello, Gaz. Love the enthusiasm and humor on your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Cry of Use. Yeah, smash the like button. It helps. Oh yeah, so Zorka, I see you in the chat. Zorka, me and Fods, man, I can't wait. So just to let you know, before I go into the carry on going raging, I'm not gonna be I'm working on a sick video, and I'm gonna release it. I'm working on it tonight. I'm not gonna sleep. That's why I might even have another monster and just work through it, because I'm getting married next week. Yes, chat. My life is over. It's over. I'm getting married next week. And I will not be able to stream because obviously it's my wedding next week. And the following week I won't be there because I'm on my little mini moon. And I'll then be back the week after that. So for 2 weeks you won't see me. I'll try and maybe do a midweek stream, but I got so much to do for this wedding shit, man. Weddings are freaking long. So I gotta do that. So I gotta prepare, learn to dance and some shit, and make some memes. So you won't see me for 2 weeks, but after the 2 weeks comes back, Friendly Fire podcast featuring Zorka and Fonz is gonna be freaking lit, branded up and all that shit. And I think it's the 20th of June. And I will miss the showcase. The showcase event is literally happening on my wedding day, and then on the 20th of June is when we come back, and it's gonna be fun. Getting married next week means you won't be playing Marathon Season 2. We're going to talk about that as well. Elvid with the 5. The energy Gaz has for the Xbox and its failures is the energy us Guardians have for Destiny. We can't let them allow Xbox to fall like Destiny has. Oh shit. You hear that, Pork Poncho? The Destiny community is not happy. A super chat for Gaz dropping the C-bang. Oh, thank you. Good to see you, Epic Treasure. Congrats on being a prisoner with the $20. Oh, bro, Shab, you didn't need to do that. Thank you so much. I will be a prisoner. But you can't hold me forever. You cannot hold me forever. I will break the shackles. Congratulations, Habibi. Who's the lucky guy? Bashi! You wish it was you. And as a result, you know what? I have to give some stream. Let me gift some super chats. Here we go. Bio. Super chat. Sorry, memberships. Shout out to the 5. Let me get another set of 5. Let me just get memberships. Let me get 5. We're gonna get 10 memberships. Go. Enjoy it. Watch me become a prisoner again. Not again. It's my first time getting married. Again. Shout out to everyone, man. Smash the like button. We're gonna make some memes. So yeah, what was I saying? Right. So this whole thing next week, you're going to start seeing the same bullshit brigade. But for the one time, I'm starting to see the Xbox We Bleed Green. Shout out to Sean and Dirt. They literally, their podcast is We Bleed Green. They are the Xbox defenders. They bleed Xbox. Yet they, despite that, have put their line in the sand. Even though we have differences of opinions, because I was very critical and scathing of Phil Spencer, just the 4 games, multi-platform strategy, and for me it was a position untenable. Until they fix that shit, they have abused their place. They bought in into the gaming space, by the way. This is the point I need you guys to understand. Microsoft came in, opened its checkbook, and bought its way in. Then decided to buy its way with ZeniMax. Then decided to buy its way with ABK and chew on that $70 billion deal. Then relied on all the hype from Xbox fans to go in hard. Let's go. Keep supporting them. They support them. Yeah. Parasocial. Hard. Even Florian freaking Mueller was getting propped up by these guys. Remember how me and him were going at it? That weirdo. And the moment they freaking ended the deal, they betrayed. The level of betrayal Xbox fans should feel after what Xbox did after ABK is astronomical. But you took it. You took it up the arse. You just loved it. You loved it. No Vaseline. You just took it, and it's insane. So that was just like, nah, I can't tolerate it. Leadership continues to fail. Lies being told again and again. They've capitulate. Done. New leadership comes in, starts making changes immediately. Great. Exercise caution. Not even cautiously pessimistic. But she's saying the right things. We're going to reconsider our multi-platform strategy. Boom. That one line upon the massive article gave you the benefit of the doubt because Xbox fans still want to see the best for the brand, right? And then this happens. And Asha Sharma is stuck. Bless her. She is a young person with all the right energy, but she still has to be, she's entangled. She's still in the system. She's still stuck in the matrix, bruv. She has to follow the sets and rules her overlords follow. And it's important that if you're any self-respecting Xbox fan needs to go in and really just be relentless in making sure that they understand it's not a fanboy point. You'll keep saying on Twitter, they will say, oh, look at these console warriors. They're the reason why they want to. You want to market to them. What do you think PlayStation and Nintendo are doing? What's PlayStation and Nintendo doing? They have maintained their exclusivity. PlayStation has gone back and done a U-turn on its PC strategy. That in itself should show you. Look at this guy. Talk about blocking Danny, Gaz. I didn't block Danny. Danny blocked me. What are you talking about, True Hero? Danny blocked me. I never followed the guy. I once, I think very recently, replied to him, asking me a question. He didn't even answer. I was like, wait, hold on a minute. What are you talking about? He didn't have the courtesy. He doesn't have to answer any person on Twitter. I'm sure he knows who I am. But then afterwards, the absolute, you missed it earlier, True Hero. The absolute faff that these shills will just regurgitate. Here it is. I'll bring it up. Let me show you. I think I interrupted myself in my ADHD. This is Danny Pena, who's running Gamer Tag Radio. He's full on signed off on Xbox. Whatever they send him, the free goodie bag, the shirts, he's that guy. We know he's that guy. And the tone deaf tweet is, as someone who's been there since day one with Xbox, it's exciting to see what's next. It's all about the games. We're in a different era of gaming. Not everyone can afford every console, and for me, it's all about giving people more ways to play Xbox. This is just bullshit. Kumbaya, my lord. Bullshit. It's bullshit. Look at how many people are happy to finally play Call of Duty on a Nintendo console later this year. What the fuck are you talking about, bruv? Woo. Yeah, people want to play Call of Duty. We'll get to play Call of Duty. Oh, look at them after all these years. Oh, how many people get to play Wolverine? All the Wolverine fans and Marvel fans. Yeah. Oh, it's nice. Oh, you want to play God of War? Oh, where? Spider-Man. Oh, you play on your Xbox? On your Nintendo? Oh, you can play Mario on your Xbox? You can play Zelda? Ocarina of Time? Ocarina of Time. I'll come back. Wanna play? Get PC and get pirate it. Look at this shit, man. This bullshit. Oh, look at how many people are finally happy to play Call of Duty on the Nintendo console after 13 years. Yeah, the game that's gonna run like absolute shit on that dated console. It's gonna run like ass. They finally dropped last gen, but they didn't because it's coming to the Switch. I'm safe. Now more people get to experience games like Fable, Halo, and Gears on different platforms for the first time. I think that's dope! Exclamation mark. You don't think. You don't think. You just regurgitate what they tell you to think. You're just fucking the arse end of a human centipede. They shit, you talk. That's all it is. That's all it is. And look, I don't know this guy, but the shills are just call him out, man, or just ignore him. They're just like, these are the guys who who have the ears of people like Asha Sharma. And that's the most frustrating thing. When I was on freaking Cole freaking Eastwood's podcast, on XNC, Cole Eastwood's podcast, got hated on so much. Relentless. Although, in credit to Cole, he never controlled what I said. Because he hasn't got the testicular fortitude to even do that. But he never controlled what I said. And you would hear, like, Jeff Rubenstein maybe message Cole, like, yo, the Gaz is crazy. I'm just cussing the execs on their show. Gaz is crazy. That's what you needed. That's what you needed. But these guys will not do that. I'm going into the Xbox Game Showcase next week as excited as I was 25 years ago. Oh, well, good for fucking you. Because at the end of the day, I want more people to see why these games are so special. Shut the fuck. This is such absolute asinine, basic bitch, copy and paste, just spineless bullshit. It doesn't mean it's not even sincere. It's not sincere. It's completely insincere. This guy's an Xbox fan who's basically celebrating the demise of Xbox as a viable platform by some basic kumbaya shit. Oh right, I really want to see everything. What about competition? And the same guy earlier. Let me expose the bullshit. I remember I deleted one of his absolutely. He tweets bullshit all the time. Oh, bruv, there you go. Look, safe. It's right there. Right there. The sponsorship is written. Right there. Everything's the right call. Although I do think Fable is being delayed is the right call, but everything's the right call. Congratulations for the team. I'm so happy for them. No one freaking believes a word that you say, man. And there was like, what the fuck is he doing, bruv? It's going to be big. Okay, he's trying to love himself up, but yeah. Let's be honest, bro. You would start a gamepad attack rated that everything's failed. Oh my god. There was a tweet. I saw it. I'm not gonna go through it. It's just nauseating even looking at shit on this freaking shitty wall. He was talking about, it'd be interesting to see how Xbox navigates these problems and what the strategies go forward. What problem? There is no problem. Well, as far as you're concerned, everything is okay, right? And he's a dime a dozen. There's a dime a dozen. I'm sick and tired of these fake pieces of shit, man. It's not piece of shit. It's harsh, but this is fake. They're just fake. He's not a piece of shit. He's saying piece of shit is too harsh. He's just gaming at the end of the day. But he's just a massive shill. Massive corporate shill. Sick and tired of it. They have dragged the brand down massively. To the point where I had to resort to just masses of vitriol, even if a lot of it is theatrics. The people who watch this know when I'm being theatrical and when I'm actually making a point. The underlying point still always exists despite the theater of it. But at the end of the day, these guys, their whole freaking identity is theater. It's all fake. There's no sincerity in what they say. And they are counterintuitive to the growth of the Xbox brand. They are. 100% Gaz, you have been consistent. Without a strong console, some cheap-ass subsurface is pointless. Thank you, Simon. Exclusives are a necessity. Booty is a dumbass. Everyone give Simon Brandy hearts in the chat. Little hearts for speaking sense. Speaking sense. You guys think that a subservice is going to be a massive outlier? Game Pass is incredible. It is a disruptor if handled properly, but Xbox doesn't have any appetite to treat it like the disrupting force it should have been. You haven't got the marketing. You haven't changed the market at all. So what's the value of this subservice in this space? You finally bought your way in and bought multitude of publishers, and you have the opportunity to really, really make your competition sweat. That's all we're asking for. Make them sweat properly. You can't even do that. Can't do that. No day and date for timed exclusives. What a joke. It will happen, 9 lives. Brace yourself. Bashy, thank you so much for the 20. I told you guys that only for Xbox to come on top, it's multiple steps. Exclusives alone won't do anything. What will? Bashy, thank you for the 20, but what will? And if anyone thought they would pull back from releasing on Sony before 2027, 2028, they are naive. But what will change it? Bashy, tell us what will change it. Sarah's gameplay is sick. Fire up that Pro, broski. I have the Pro still in the box. Not here. It's still in the box. I need to take it out and play it. I need to have time. But Forza Horizon is sick. I've been busy with getting wedding stuff sorted. My bad, Gaz. But yeah, sick of his fake shit. Bad for what? Sorry. Nathan. Sorry, True Hero. Sorry, yeah. About the Danny Pena thing. Yeah. I didn't block you. You're taking shots at Colt about deleted tweets? Nathan Borman 5971. Who on earth deleted their tweets? Who could it be? Marketing correctly might have helped. Absolutely could have. Absolutely could have. Exclusivity is for PR. No, it's not. It's not just for PR. Xbox brand competes in areas where others are the weakest. Like what? Lawal Mohammed, tell me where. They have no value, but they have no existence in the mindset of anyone else. They are a software company so they're about to launch an next bit of hardware. Don't fall for all the gassing up if they don't even have the convictions to stand by their own brand. That's what we're asking for. That is evidence of a competitor in this space. Remember Satya Nadella came in and said, if you want competition, let us have competition. Well, where's the competition? You capitulated completely. There's no competition. Calling them competitors is weird. It's weird. Guys, you should check out Kiwi Talk's newest post. Just saying. Who's Kiwi Talks? Bashi Washi says, when I asked him what the exclusivity isn't so much, he goes, or how else can you level up? He goes, first you need to be clear about your direction. Sure, I agree. Show the people you're in for the hardware as well as the ecosystem. How do you show you're in it for the hardware? By freaking making sure you have exclusives, so the exclusives can leverage the power of the hardware and actually treat it seriously. As well as the ecosystem. Well, if the ecosystem is so blown apart, what's the ecosystem? The PlayStation's ecosystem? The PlayStation 5 Pro is out in the wild. The game comes out, you're not even, the definitive edition of your game, first party games, aren't even on your platform. Well, console editions, not PC, aren't even on your platform. It's on the competitor's platform. Lower the price of hardware and subs. Sub they've already done, which is crazy, but you know, a sub price going down in price per hardware? Yes. And I feel like that's coming. Keep the tentpole out of Sony. So you do agree on exclusivity. Fix the Xbox app on PC. This needed. Money hat every game under the sun. I do agree on, I hate, like I've said time and time again, I hate money hatting, but Sony keeps doing it. You need to do it, because Xbox was doing the same thing in 360 days with Mass Effect and all sorts of that stuff. What's that music? I'm vibing. Enjoy it. You like Nightwave Radio if you enjoyed this. So, yeah. So ultimately, this is going to be a existential problem for Xbox. It's going to be a crisis, and you know they feel it. It's so funny. Matt Booty says, "Look, this is nothing about strategy," because he feels it. This is the same Matt Booty that when in the in the same the FTC trials. The disclosure came out with the emails about talking about outspending Sony or Nintendo out of business. He had the aggression. He had it. But now he's just sullen. He's like, oh no, we will be transparent. And all that echoed Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer. It's like, oh, come on. Come on, have a freaking spine. Asha Sharma coming out though, straight away and then saying, you know what, it was a misread, we'll think about it, is interesting. Like, Matt Booty just came out and said it, and Asha Sharma, as the head of Xbox, says, look, it was a misstep. We'll talk about it. And that's why I had to go back and say, hold on a minute. Don't fall for the shit now. Don't just make it about a logo thing. It's not about just a logo thing. Oh, and that's what Xbox are like, you got to show the PlayStation logo at the Xbox 25th anniversary? That's so bad. I'm like, motherfucker, do you not understand the wider issue? The fact that the logo is even able to be applied in the first place. There shouldn't be any PlayStation games. Look, you're $1 trillion company. You spunked 70 billion like it was nothing. Nothing. What's your long-term strategy for your brand? If it is remotely any kind of relevance, you just have to back it. Are you releasing the Helix next year? Yeah? Then back it. Don't do it temporarily, which they will do. Yeah, astonishing games. Gears of War E-Day should not even be on PlayStation. It will be, but it should not be on PlayStation. It should not be. Halo is embarrassing anyway. You have no respect for the IP anyway, based on some of the shit we're hearing about how the development is going and the leadership at Halo Studios. But crazy. Tarnish Gamer, thank you for the 5. Look, I love you, Gaz, but as someone who spent thousands on a high-end PC hardware, why are you so invested in these walled gardens? They are a dying model. They're not a how are they dying? tarnished. Where? Who are the top 2 players in the space? Sony and Nintendo. Has their walled garden seen a few bricks come down? Maybe in multiplayer for Sony. They're still there. Their market. Why is it that the third place player constantly hobbling around? Still, why are we listening to the loser in the space? The outlier in the space that has just continued failed in almost every metric. The walled gardens isn't just a walled garden. I am a PC gamer first. You should listen to me on that basis alone. I'm not like your other PC game. You see Fritanga, you see Oh No It's Alex, you see how they're all for games everywhere because they're selfish. They want to play it on their PC, right? And their PCs are shit. Unlike those guys, the PC gamers, I spent real money on this thing. So if it was a selfish pursuit, I would have been the first one to say, yeah, make everything exclusive. Exclusive to sparing is good for gaming, blah, blah, blah. But it's not, because I recognize the value and importance of competition. This industry was at its most beautiful, ferocious, just vibrant point when they had multiple players doing their own thing. And that was the 360 gen. The 360 gen was incredible. And we will not have those kind of hardware differentiators like we ever did, because, you know, the 360 was amazing. It was its own thing. It did online gaming like we'd never seen before on consoles, not even remotely close. It popularized, it changed everything. Party chat, achievements, all of it. It was one of the most incredible moments in gaming in my life, in all my history. I've been gaming for decades, and it peaked there. PlayStation struggled, and then the first party that we're talking about, the quality of all these titles and the art form of it just blew up because by necessity. They've said this, it's in documentaries, you know it. If you know your gaming history, you know PlayStation's first party was birthed after the struggles of the PlayStation 3 at the tail end of that generation, where they invested and competed to give rise to things like Games with Gold. But they had no choice. They didn't have enough RAM to even do party chat in the console. The PlayStation 4 literally copied the Xbox DNA because they learned their lessons. The first party games they liked, all the studios and all the shit that we're talking about, it came through competition. You think Xbox would have acquired all the studios in 2018 because of what? Competition. First party. Distinguishing factor. Nintendo couldn't rest on their laurels. Wii U, they just got murked after the Wii, which was an incredible machine. It had its own hardware identifier. And now, look at them. They're all in their own lane doing their own thing. Xbox with Village Bicycle. Legs wide open. Everything for everyone. Despite the fact that Xbox, in third place, now has more studios under its belt than ever before. And I see one of the most... I'm going to turn my AC on. There might need some residual noise here. Well, give me 1 second. It's kind of hot in it. Oh, yeah. I had to turn that light off and turn the AC on because it gets hot in here. It's like a sauna in here. Actually, why is that? Like, anyway. So, on a global level, the market is on the decline, Gaz. It has been for years, and the data shows it. Everyone attempting to go back to 2005 won't work. Broski, PlayStation is about to sell 100 million PlayStation consoles. It's incredible. Xbox has more studios than all of its competition. If it really wanted to, it can disrupt the market, absolutely. It can still make it attainable for the masses, considering Xbox's reach, and still maintain exclusivity. Simon Brandy, thank you for the 5. I despair at the shills. It isn't rocket science. Make great games you can only get on your box, and the customers will come. Day and date Game Pass was dumb. Day and date Game Pass wasn't dumb. I disagree with that part, because I think day and date in Game Pass was a disruptor. It was not done anywhere else. But it required you to take the capital hit and make sure that people took notice by consistent delivery of first-party titles. Soon as it happened, Game Pass gained steam at the start of this generation. What happened 2022? Boom, nothing. Even your flagship title, Halo, nothing. Redfall, nothing. Everything just died. You just didn't do anything. Now is the time. If you'd been consistent, look at the last 2 years. Insane. And that's the frustrating part. So these convenient narratives to try and reconcile the failures of it, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You'll see in a few years. People won't buy Xbox. It's tainted. They need to money hat. Lower prices. Support countries where Sony's dominated. Update the current box UI. It's multiple steps. I'm sure. Thank you for the 20. That need to be done together. One or two won't do it. No one is saying that. No one is saying, Bashi, that they just need to do a couple of things that's done, or exclusivity is the primary thing. Understand that fundamentally, Xbox has multiple things to do, but that's the company's basic asks that they need to fix. We're not asking for anything insanely crazy. Just run your business properly. You're a $1 trillion company. Make exclusives available, market it so everyone's like, holy shit, the next Gears I want to play. Oh, what's this? Oh, so on the Xbox only? Okay. The fact that they've got multiplayer actually offers them an opportunity to go back and renege on it, go back on it, and then that will set shockwaves anyway for the people who didn't even know. They're like, wait, what? I thought I could pre-order this for the news alone. BBC, all of the mainstream news would say Xbox is pulling away its games from PlayStation. What does that show you? If Xbox pulled away from PlayStation releases of games, what would that signal would that show you? You're saying, oh, Xbox needs PlayStation money, they're freaking dire. Xbox is not. We're not doing it. We're gonna release these games only on PC. You already have PC, by the way, which is crazy. Crazy. You have on tap, God knows how many PC users, right? And then you pull away from a PlayStation. What happens? The signal is, holy shit, Xbox is trying to stand on its own 2 feet. Again, this time properly, and it's got a freaking whole load of studios and incredible IPs. The best rated IP, best rated game of this year is from Forza, from Xbox. And then they're gonna get Gears of War, and then next year is gonna be Fable, and then the next Elder Scrolls is coming out, and then Fallout, and then whatever the next Halo is. I don't even know whether that's gonna be fixed. All these games, I don't even mention State of Decay. Call of Duty is stuck because of that 10-year deal that this spineless company just sat on. What would it send you? It would say, you do that. It would be glorious. It would be incredible. It would be done. It would have been done. You would have started to see the crawling back of this brand, especially when you're launching a new bit of hardware. What confidence do you inspire in if you can't inspire confidence in the hardcore fans that are literally split right now? We're asking for the bare minimum. They're asking for base respect. You won't even give them base respect on even pretending. You don't even put the theater on. You don't even put the makeup on just hiding the logos. On your 25th anniversary. You won't even do that. Let alone ask for exclusives. You won't even have the fucking audacity. You won't even have the base respect to take them out for dinner before you them in that. That's crazy. That's crazy. These guys talk a big game, but they never back it. They never back it, and you should be pissed. If you're a hardcore Xbox fan, or you're a discerning Xbox fan who wants to be treated with some respect, you should not be taking it. Vote with your money. Go PC, buy your games on Steam. Doesn't fuck up. We'll take a hit. You can withstand the hit. We're gonna buy from Steam anyway. On Rent Pass. Bashi with a 5. Selling units but can't sell their games. Those units are in storage, mate. There's no point selling units without it impacting software. Yeah, but the software is selling. I mean, a freaking Forza Horizon on PC sold more than freaking. It's had more simultaneous players than freaking Marathon. That game was $120 early edition. What the hell are we talking about? They have selling power. They absolutely have selling power. You're telling me they don't? Xbox has 30 to 40 million users out there. That's still not an insignificant number, despite the fact that it's being dwarfed by PlayStation numbers. And it has PC gamers. It has PC. It's got 2 platforms, really. It's still multi. I'm not even talking about true exclusivity, which is basically pull it and commit to Xbox console, because it's so far-fetched, that idea, that I don't even entertain the idea. Sony's going to have a pivot soon, says Tarnished Gamer. Pretending they have a winning model is delusional if they tell you that off the record. We don't have to pretend. We don't have to listen to Sony's wording there. Sony has missteps of its own, but at the same time, look at it. I did not think they would sell 100 million like this so quick. They're tracking alongside the PS4 gen at a time like this where the prices of consoles are going up. It's insane. They are now the mainstream brand. But that means they offers opportunities for you to take them down. Because they're becoming lackadaisical as well. They became so lackadaisical that they invested in gas games. Look at this generation. It was such a squandered opportunity by Xbox. PlayStation has shat the bed in so many ways this generation. Their game and first party output, we hear about it all the time, is nowhere near the levels at which their hardcore fan base mouth off. It's nowhere near. It's nowhere near. This was the opportunity. If you could gut punch and really pull the rug under Sony's. Look at this year. This year is their strongest year after a long time. And even then, Xbox is going toe-to-toe with it. What other games they had? Marathon, which is struggling to even... Let's go. Let's go and see what Marathon is doing on Steam DB charts. Let's just go ahead and find out. I don't know. Maybe it's seeing a resurgence. Remember this. Let's find out. Then they have Soros. Soros, we know, come on, who is saying that Soros has had a healthy level of sales? I love Housemarque. They're one of my favorite studios, but that's their exclusive. The next one is Wolverine, which will sell. But that's it. Xbox is going big with Forza Horizon, with Gears of War. I don't even mention Halo because it's such a weak spot, but that's a microcosm of Xbox, isn't it? Let's see. Look, you know what? At this point, I'm just going to go straight to page 2 because, wait, is that Marathon? No, Cyberpunk. I always make that mistake. Page 2. This is where I have to go to see Marathon. Wait, no, what? Oh, shit, man. Fucking Marathon, man. Is that 10K? It keeps getting lower and lower every week. Every week. 10,000 players. 11,000 as peak in the last 24 hours. 10,000 players. That's bad, man. PlayStation's multiplayer efforts. Naughty Dog sat out an entire gen. And then what happened? Nothing. They just fucked it. They fucked it. So you didn't take this opportunity to capitalize on the market leader being at its weakest point in a very long time. This is one of PlayStation's weakest generations. And what happened? You just shat the bed. Instead, you started feeding them. And that's how you need to see it. You might think of such an archaic way, guys, feeding them. Oh, this is what competition is. Are they your competitor? Yes or no? That's the question. Xbox execs. Is PlayStation your competitor? Yes and no. If they say yes, they are a competitor, they're like, why are you supplying your competitor with games? Why are you feeding them? When your competitor has gone out of its way to destroy you in the space, including scupper your $70 billion acquisition ferociously through regulatory means, Jim Ryan flying around everywhere. They will try to just... Look at his words. I don't give a free shit about deal. I want to stop the merger. I don't give a shit about it. And when the deal was done and you still offer them the 10 years, you fucking give them the better deal than they already had. This is Xbox. This is the state of the freaking space. This is how you want to conduct business as a ferocious competitor? You're not in competition then. And if the answer is no, we're not in competition, they're not our competitors, then one, Satya Nadella lied when he says we want to compete. Two, to all you people out here that are just defending it, they've just admitted they've completely withdrawn from competition. Less competition is good for you or bad for you? I don't know why I have to fight this case, put this forward. It's a no-brainer. Less competition is bad for consumers. It's as simple as that. We've seen multiple successive generations where competition is the reason why, ferocious competition is the reason why the gaming space is where it's at. Where the beauty of these games, where it's in every freaking industry, man. The gaming is not unique. I don't know why I have to explain the basics of this. Full exclusives, no less. 9Live says yes, but you're not gonna get the PC stuff. Sean, Gaz, waiting room. Oh, Sean. Sean, oh, okay, one second. Before I get in, Sean, waiting room. Oh shit. So Sean, I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. I think I can do it. Okay. While I'm doing that, I will figure it out. Oh yeah, I can connect. Oh shit! I just almost took out this camera. I need to connect to the webcam. Thank you, Sean. I agree. I want them to screw Sony up so Sony will get off their asses and go back to being good. Bashy. Yes. I don't want Sony to die. I want Sony to do well. I wake up every, the threads are like, I'm like, oh, I want to see an effective Sony that brings back Killzone. I wish the thingy was exclusive Call of Duty so they'd get off their asses and bring back SOCOM. They would have to do something. They wouldn't just take it resting on their laurels. They'd have to have an answer to Call of Duty. They need it. That's why do you think they were so desperate to fight for this thing against the ABK deal? All that stuff got down to waste. You have to understand, it is egregious what Xbox is doing in its multi-platform strategy. It's a lot more than just fanboy wars. And don't listen to the other PC guys on this point. It's bullshit. They don't have... Anyway, so Rips, I think I've got it sorted. I'm about to make some memes, but do you think Matt Booty's interview was a play and they'll remove the logos by the showcase? And it was the play the whole time? I guess we'll see. So Rifto says, sorry, let me do that again. Do you think Matt Booty's interview was a play and they'll remove the logos by the showcase? What, a play? What do you mean a play? It wasn't a play. He did it. He said it. And the reaction has been clearly, he's like, you're taking the piss on the 25th anniversary. You don't even have the backing to even pretend, not even pretending. It's just crazy. Fans are asking them to pretend in the first place. Is mad. YJT, thank you for the $3 super chat. He goes, Game Pass and exclusives cannot exist unilaterally. Unilaterally? You mean together? I mean, they can. But if it means getting rid of Game Pass, just dash it out. Game Pass, dash it out. Bashi Washi with a 10 was talking about Sony's sold units, but none of their IPs are selling. That's not necessarily true. We're not talking about Xbox. And for Xbox to bring good on PC, they need to fix Windows and the store apps. Yeah, I do agree with that. So PlayStation is struggling with a lot of their IPs. Definitely, but they're still not non-sellers. Their God of Wars, even Ghost of Yotei was being mocked for not selling well, and they did sell well. And yeah, the attachment rate versus 100 million versus whatever. Their audience, if you see their top 10 charts, is still buying a lot of Microsoft IP. Imagine if they didn't have that to rely on. Yo, guys, get Sean in there. Sorry, yeah, I'm trying to. Let me read this. Mr. Supernova, thank you for the 20 super chat. He goes, ridiculous thing about gaming influencers is that their fake philosophy only targets Xbox. You'll never see them write an article or make a video calling out Sony or Nintendo for their strict exclusivity and aggressive marketing. I wish I could like that super chat 50 times. Can we ask for some consistency here? From all these fake guys who all go out in there on their soapbox talking about, oh, gaming is good for... Why is Microsoft the charity box? Why is Xbox the charity box? Why don't you have that consistency like Supernova is saying? Why are you not expecting that from them? Even though it's an asinine point, even though it's bullshit. Why are you not saying it? Just say it. Be consistent, right? Danny Pena, you've been gaming for so years. Oh, I love that game. Call of Duty, everyone can play it for so long. Then freaking go ahead and say that about Mario or Nintendo or Zelda. Go freaking play on Mario Kart. Should be everywhere. And competition. Oh, let's communism. Oh, kumbaya. Stupid. Tarnished Gaming with a 5. Who will dominate third place globally while PC and mobile leak the pack? Personally, don't care. Sony blew their load this gen and with live service and post ABK. Who will dominate third place? Xbox will, because they love being in third place. Paris Lily, I did. Say it, Gaz, I did. Paris Lily, let me tell you something about Paris Lily. I love Paris Lily. You know for a fact, Paris Lily deep down, he fucking wants true exclusives. I don't give a shit what you say. I've seen into this guy's eyes. I know for a fact, Paris Lily wants exclusives. Paris Lily wants Xbox to fight PlayStation toe to toe. I know for a fact he does. I'm gonna try and get Sean in here and figure out how I'm doing this, which might mean the music will cut off, which will be welcome news for some. And I'm going to make this work somehow. Bear with me, chat. We've got Sean in the house. If the camera, oh my camera, Sean. You are here. Sorry, I know it's taken a while, but you need to turn your camera on. And
what's going on, Playboy?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, I just cleared my thing.
How's it going?
What you said?
In a minute.
Chat. Oh, I can make this work. I can make this work. I can. Oh shit! I can make it work.
I'm sure you can make it work, Playboy. Come on, guys. Come on. You can do it.
I can do it. I can do it. I can
You
do it.
can do it.
Yeah. And then Sean's. Where's Sean's? Yes. Yes.
Where are we now? Let's see what's going on.
Yes. We
Shout out
made
to the
it.
homies in the chat. What's up, homies? What's good?
Oh man, good to see you,
that
Sean.
thing?
Sean, what are you saying, my G?
Oh, it's been a crazy week for us. A crazy week.
Sean,
You know what's
I'm
funny,
so
guys?
glad that you're here.
I was riding a horse.
Yeah, you're right. You're riding a
Pony.
horse today. What the hell, you pony? You're riding some ponies today. You always ride ponies. That's good. It's on brand.
Yeah, what's going on, homie? What's going on, guys? What's going on in the chat? What's up?
Oh, chat, man. What are you
How's
saying?
things, man?
Alhamdulillah. Oh
Been
shit. What am I
good.
doing?
I've been good. I know it's been what, like 5-6 days since we met.
Bro, we met Sean, man. It was sick. We had some smoked some sheesh. We chilled, and Sean is coming to my wedding next week. What a G!
And guess what? On the motherfucking Xbox game show.
That's how
What
I know he's a
kind
true
of bullshit's
friend.
that?
I know. I was surprised. He was, you know, and I love you, Sean. Sean's like, fucking off. Obviously, I'm coming. I'm like, yeah, but it's the Xbox showcase. It's the event. You bleed green, and you're still coming to see my some of my mates even flopped for even weaker reasons. I was like, I rate you, Sean.
Oh shit!
I rate you, Sean.
Oh man, you know I'm a when it comes to that, bro. Real talk, you know. Friends over the other BS. Do you know what I mean? That's what I believe anyway.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro.
But what's going on? So since I know you've been TTSing, I know we've been talking about. We talked about this personally right now, guys, as well.
Bruv.
But talking about what's going on every single day, for some reason, why is it you got them guys that used to be hardcore Xbox baby, exclusive baby, ha ha ha? Now all of a sudden, guys, I want them to be multi-plat. I want them to show the logos. I don't want Xbox to compete anymore. All of that shit. The amount of shit I'm seeing right now on Twitter. And I talk to these guys, you know where I'm standing anyway. Personally, you know where I stand as well. But the way it's going right now, I've never seen it this bad. Honestly,
What do you mean? When you say that, what do you mean you've never seen it this bad?
I've never seen it that bad where people are saying it doesn't matter, you guys getting upset with logos or you get upset with exclusive games, they should remain multiplayer, all of that other BS. When Xbox Studio, listen guys, let's go for it. Let's talk that shit. Right, this as a timestamp. Let's go for it, homies. Hit that like button and let's have some fun.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Before all the multiplayer bullshit was going on, what the same dudes are that saying, why ain't Xbox showing PlayStation logos on the Xbox Game Showcase?
Yep.
They're showing Nintendo Showcase, but all of a sudden, since Phil Spencer, Satya Nadella, and Sarah Bond went multiplayer, it's all good, it's all fine. They're okay with it, but if you were all nice and cozy about this, it's all about being sustainable and looking after the studios. Why weren't you saying that at the 2023 Game Showcase, 2022 Game Showcase, or 2021 Showcase, when they were just showing Xbox and PC and stuff like that? Now you're okay with it? Now, if you kept that same energy back then, in 2020, let's take it back 4 or 5 years ago, the starting of this generation. If you were saying it back then, guys, you know what? I think they should show these logos because they got too many studios or they got ZeniMax and all that stuff. I'll say fair point. You've been saying it for the past 6 years. But no, since the last 2 years, you're trying to keep that same energy. Why, guys? Because they don't want to be flipping again.
Yep.
I really do believe they're full of shit. When it comes to being multiplayer, it's all about the studios. I want to look after the studios. Studios are closing down for fun.
Yeah.
PlayStation's the #1 console out there. And they're shutting down studios. Xbox has shut down studios. Do you know what I mean? This is the industry win right now. I don't understand this, guys. But it's crazy to me. When I see shit like this on Twitter, talking about, and guys, I said this to you personally, I go, there's a chance. And if there's a chance, come on. Why not go back to the old days and compete on a level where we've got new blood, new people coming in, and there's a hell of a chance. I'm not saying Xbox should come and take out PlayStation with a left hook. No. I'm not saying that. Only Nintendo. It'll be nice, but there's only certain people can do that. But listen, I'm just saying, if we got a chance, we got new leadership, we got the studios, we got the games pumping out. At least put up a fight. Go for it. And there's a chance of doing that. Because next generation, and we talked about this, guys in the chat, you got to understand this. Some of the homies in the chat will be like, Sean, I don't care, I love Game Pass, oh, I love the games, I want the studios to survive, blah, blah, blah. Cool. But if Project Helix is launching next year, and PlayStation 6 is launching next year, and for example, let's say Elder Scrolls 6 or the next Halo is a launch title for Project Helix, but guess what, guys? It's coming out on the PlayStation 6 as well at the same time. That doesn't give you incentive to buy a Project Helix for Halo or for Elder Scroll when it's on the PlayStation 6, where that will have Elder Scroll or Halo and Halo and maybe Spider-Man 3 and maybe Spider-Man 3 or something. How does that perception look? This is what we're talking about, guys. It's the perception.
It's not even perception. It's common sense on value. Like, why buy a Helix when you can buy a PlayStation? If you're saying, oh, gaming is really expensive, hardware is really expensive. Okay, are you gonna buy next-gen hardware then? Yes, I am. Okay, why would you buy a Helix when you can buy a PlayStation 5 or 6 that can give you all these games plus Xbox games? What's the justification for it? There's none. There's none. What distinguishing factor will the Helix have that will justify you spending a premium price on a premium device that doesn't even have the exclusive experiences that the other two platform holders have? You're not catering for Xbox. All this bullshit about Xbox all caps, they're screaming Xbox. All caps, Xbox. Yeah, all that noise. There's no teeth behind it. You're just barking. You're just barking out loud. Oh, here's a fluorescent green logo. It looks nice, but what's the reality? Nothing. You're barking Xbox, but you're feeding PlayStation, and it's bullshit. It's a stupid. You're not a competitor in this space. Either put up or shut up, man. And don't give us the bullshit.
You're 100% right. And you know, this is we'll get to the Xbox stuff with the logos and all that shit, but this is more of the community online I'm talking about right now. Because obviously, if Xbox is out there talking about, we hear you, all that BS, or they respond back, which she did.
Yeah.
Let's see if that changes in the future. But if the community comes all out once and attacks it, what's gonna happen, guys? The pressure will kick in.
That's what I'm saying. I am seeing for the first time
right now.
I was saying before you came on, I was saying, look, for the first time, I'm seeing key people in the Xbox community space. You and Dirt. You bleed green. You are literally the bleed green. No one bleeds green more than you guys. You have withstood and accepted tentatively the position that Xbox has taken with just 4 games. They went multi-plat, and then but you despite all of that, you still put your foot in the sand and said, nah, get the exclusives back over Game Pass. We saw the civil war that was splitting Game Pass or exclusives. Both you and Dirt, the bleed green, get exclusives because you understand that it's the existential position of Xbox. Xbox is at crossroads, people. This is it. You want to compare. The gaming is such a space.
There's a chance. Look, guys, there's a chance to turn right.
Yeah, exactly.
Take the right turn.
Exactly.
But these guys said, no, carry down the lane and let it continue because I just want my Game Pass, or I want such a studio to survive. Listen, every studio gets a hit now and again. It's gonna happen.
100%.
Game budgets are going high and all that stuff, but I'm just saying, if there's a chance, and these guys were all about it back then, yes, we got ZeniMax, baby. Yes, we got ABK, baby. Let's go, baby. We're gonna make this exclusive. We're gonna do the Starfield exclusive, Redfall, all that time I'm talking about. They were talking that shit. These guys were talking about. They were on that shit, but now all of a sudden they're not on that shit for some reason. I'm just saying, guys, listen on Twitter. If they're your podcast's favorite guys out there, I might go live tomorrow as well, guys. I might just go proper hardcore on that shit.
Bro, please do it.
Because they're pissing me off. Because there's a chance, and you guys, listen, this is the time to let people know that there's a next generation coming. There's new leadership, new people in there right now. You need to be heard. If the community is all split, it's going to be a 50-50 road. And if you care about Xbox like that, and you really love Xbox brand, and you love the Xbox ecosystem and the games, come on, man, this is the way forward. Go out on Twitter or podcasting or clips. Don't make it split. Don't make it 40% multiplat. I don't care about the logos and 55% or 60% exclusives and all that shit. Let's make it 85-90%. That's where we need to be right now.
The rallying call from Sean is like, come together, Xbox community, and
come
make
together
sure your voice.
and pull this shit.
But
go on.
You're saying this, Asha Sharma, immediately off the back of Matt Booty coming out and saying that. Not even like in the space of, I saw them at the same time.
2 hours, I think 2 hours maybe.
2 hours after Matt Booty said she heard the noise straight away and said, look, it was a mistake. The guy came out after making a high production level podcast to say, to say that, and she as the head of Xbox said, look, I hear it, and we have to change it. So even if it looks remote, even if it looks massively far-fetched, Sean is right. Xbox is at a crossroads, and people think, oh, people on Twitter, you're hardly anything. Only 13,000 people signed this petition off of the Xbox feedback program. All right, okay, 30,000 people did it. Xbox launched this thing, right? This feedback program. What was the #1 requested thing on Xbox's own thing? Exclusives. So
exclusives.
But it's only 13,000. 13,000 is the #1, and they're a microcosm of the set. Where do you think the masses get their information from about which consoles to buy? It comes from the hardcore fans, then it cascades down.
It spreads out, yep.
That's how the masses will buy games like Elden Ring, because it becomes the zeitgeist. They're like, oh, what the fuck is that? Like, but so many people in gaming IPs, in properties to gaming brands, people start to hear about it. Like, oh, right, okay, if the hardcore are backing a brand, like, they're like, imagine next year, Xbox does unlikely thing, Gears of War, Fable, all these games. Forza Horizon is so big right now. Like, all I see is, first of all, it's sold broken records for races being sold on PC, broken all kind of records.
Players.
Yeah, players. And all I'm seeing is Japanese people on my Twitter thread, like Japanese people just sharing this stuff.
That's awesome. That's awesome, that bro.
I've seen Japanese people say, oh, I don't know if I can wait for the PlayStation version. This game looks amazing. Or I have to wait for the PlayStation version to play this game. The fact that the option is there, you pull that away, what's going to happen? Are Japanese going to buy Xboxes less or more? It's just common sense, man. And
when something's that good, and I'm telling you right now, when you got a game like Forza, and Forza is one of them unique games right now. It's one of the best arcade, whatever, racing games, whatever you want to call it. You can tell the numbers don't lie. Plain and simple, people are hyped for it, they're excited for it. When you follow with maybe Gears of War E-Day, and you know people are back to the old school, like, yo, Marcus and Dom, E-Day, baby. We want to know how did it start, what went down when Marcus was in jail, in that cell at the beginning of Gears of War. We want to know that story. We've seen the people's reaction, guys, when they showed Marcus and Dom.
Yeah.
That's some real shit. Do you know why that's some real shit? Because that's the Xbox 360 time where people, like, we were in our 20s, and that was the shit. Prime time, you know, didn't care about the world like that. Didn't care about bills like that. Do you know what I mean? We were at that prime time.
Good times,
and
man.
When you follow with Gears, then you got a big game like Call of Duty as well. These are the games that can help, your brand, your perception. Especially you got Halo as well coming, the campaign, the remake. That's a big game. And listen, shout out to Everborn Saga as well.
Oh, yeah?
He said he doesn't care for the Gears and all that stuff. He goes, it is what it is. But he goes, Halo. He said it. He goes, Halo should never touch PlayStation. Should never touch it. And he's more on the PC dude. PC space. Why? Because Xbox gave him that reason to.
Absolutely.
There's an option there for you.
It's a no-brainer.
And that shouldn't be happening in the future. It should be the Windows Store, not the Steam Store. Well, that's a different conversation. But moving forward right now, if there's a chance, and when I talk about, yo, we gotta turn this around in 2 seconds. It's not about turning it around in 2 seconds. It's about building that momentum up for, you got a 25th anniversary coming, guys.
Yeah.
Get the people hyped, get the people excited, and look forward for the future of Xbox next year, which they said later this year, guys. We'll talk about more about Project Helix and what was to come with that console. You get people hyped and make people understand, like, yo, what's going on here? This is what they're doing right now. Or otherwise, guys, if all the games are going there, all the logos are there, the brand perception is turning to shit, people think Xbox is dead.
Yeah. No, honestly, Sean, Xbox will die. Xbox will.
Yeah.
It will survive as a software company. It's too big to fail in that regard. But as far as a platform holder is concerned, and as a real competitor in the space, it's already facing obscurity. It's already facing death. And this is the point. Like, you're asking. Someone asked me, at what cost should Xbox bring exclusives back? And I said the cost is short-term gain. That's all it is. The cost is short-term gain. You're losing short-term gain, but you're finally building a brand that's finally having that relevance. If you carried on from the 360 gen and were consistent, you would be number one right now. Xbox has all the tools available to it right now to be number one. No matter what you say, no matter how entrenched the PlayStation, no matter Phil Spencer's bullshit excuses like we lost the worst generation to go, people have built their digital libraries now. You can the digital libraries are fickle. They will move.
I guess it's not like Phil. I get what Phil was saying there, but there was no need to say that shit. Do you know what I mean? We know we from the UK, European area, and we know how strong is PlayStation as a brand. We know that shit.
Yeah.
But there was no need for that. No need for him to say that shit.
That's fucking ridiculous.
As someone who's in charge of Xbox, but the biggest. Have you got any super chats you want to get out? Read out.
No, we're good. We're all caught up.
We're good, yeah.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, guys, there's a chance now. And let's take it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Xbox is gonna come out, take out Nintendo, take out PlayStation. We just want Xbox to be strong and be one of them console manufacturers out there like, yo, this is a good brand. It's worth investing into the Xbox ecosystem. Whilst I'm investing into Nintendo for Mario or Zelda, or for PlayStation, God of War and Spider-Man. That's what you want. Now, if that's not there, people will step away and focus on Nintendo or PlayStation only.
No one's gonna.
When it comes to consoles, and that's the problem they're having right now. They need to turn that around and try to make it ready for later this year or next year, and get people hyped, make people understand what are we doing, what are we going to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Will Asha do that? I'm hoping from what some of the things we're hearing, but them are conversations, guys. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen in that sense where they might talk about it.
I think what they're gonna do though, Sean, is I think they're gonna pull a fast one, and again it'll be a short-term plan. When the Xbox Helix comes in, they will not announce the PlayStation versions of games, not immediately, and they'll have a wait-and-see kind of tentative kind of approach with that, and they will do it briefly, and then after a fact, then they might just go back to it because they don't. All this signals, Sean, is that Xbox has no confidence in its own brand. It isn't. It doesn't have it. It thinks it's susceptible to market forces. Phil Spencer's freaking cowardly response about, even if we release a 10 out of 10 game, it's not going to change anything. I'm like, you haven't even done that for goodness whole entire generation. Now you're mouthing off like you've been doing it consistently. You cannot say that. You should have been called out on it. But it is what it is. That was still a great interview by Kinda Funny. They actually smashed it.
It was a great interview because there was a lot going on with the CMA and all that stuff as well. On top of that,
yeah, I know he was stressed out over that.
He was stressed out because there was a lot of stuff going on with that shit.
Yeah, Champagne.
But, the biggest thing I would say, like, I know some of the homies in the chat are talking about, the Halo Studios when they were wearing the PlayStation 5 logo. Shit like that can't happen, bro. Moving forward, it can't happen. You can't allow that shit to happen.
No, that's the starting point. That's a base minimum respect on your 25th anniversary. Don't even fucking show that stuff.
Get that shit going. Work on that shit. Make sure that never happens again.
Yeah. Well,
what I mean?
Asha Sharma said, look, she's revised it, but I wanted to go a step further. That should just get rid of the option. Champagne with the $2 super chat. Thank you. He goes, bring up the Fable, Xbox, and PlayStation titles side by side, Gaz. Side by side? What do you mean don't bring up the title side by side? But they are going to be releasing. They've delayed Fable. Sorry, we ain't going to talk about that. Fable has been delayed for. I'm going to talk about this for an hour and a half. Holy shit! But Fable has been delayed to February 2027. Now, constantly for a long time, everyone's been wondering how is Xbox going to even balance this release, the releases this year. Me and Fonz have been talking about it. I'm like, something has to give. I cannot see it. I cannot see how Xbox is going to balance Forza Horizon. Then you're going to get the Halo campaign, not Evolved, whatever they call it.
Evolved, yeah.
It's not campaign Evolved, sorry. Halo campaign Evolved. Then you're going to have freaking Call of Duty in there. Then you're going to have Fable as well as freaking Gears. I couldn't believe Gears of War E-Day was coming. Like, I just say, this just doesn't make any sense. How can I have Gears of War E-Day come out when you've got all these titles? So it's Fable that's giving away. And Fable's come. It's not a massive delay. And I think it's good. I think Fable is Xbox best chance after Gears potentially to have a really, this is Playground Games earned their respect. They've delivered an incredible title. I don't know why the meta for Forza Horizon 6 is lower than 5. It should be way higher than 5.
It should be high, 100%.
Yeah, but that's Metacritic for you. And Fable coming out in 2027 also means that it could be in this better chance for it to in the game of the year running, if it's a good game, obviously.
Right.
But,
yeah, if it turns out to be a great game. With that Fable stuff, when it comes to this delay, I'll be honest, we always talk about this, and it's been a bit of a consistent thing with Xbox. They always backload the second half for some reason. Too much that they're overlapping.
Yeah. All the time. That's their history.
And I was like, yo, man, if you got Gears coming, because it felt like Gears were coming because that's getting a good direct as well.
Yeah.
I felt like that was coming. Halo remake is coming. You got your Call of Duty game, then you got one of the biggest games ever coming out this gen, GTA.
Yeah.
Don't put. And I said it earlier. Do you remember when we started this year, they put Ninja Gaiden 4 at the end of 2024?
Yeah.
They should have delayed that shit for like 2-3 months and put it in Feb this year. So instead of waiting 5 months for like a first party IP or second party deal or something, you have something in February.
Yeah.
And now honestly, with the Fable stuff, I'm glad it's getting his own time and space. I think it deserves it because it's that type of game that needs his own love. Because you got one of the biggest games, two of the biggest games coming out. That's current gen.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah.
That's gonna bring people to current gen right now, guys. Because why? That's not available on last generation.
Yeah. No, bro, that's for the first time.
First time in 6 years.
As we're about to enter the next gen, 1 year before the next gen, Xbox, they've stopped doing cross gen, but it's a big thing.
And then you got GTA, a current gen game.
Yeah.
Well, where are you gonna put Fable if you got Gears and Halo coming out as well?
That's what I'm saying. I've been asking that question for months.
Personally, I don't mind it. Do you know why, guys? Because Xbox has the fucking games. That's why.
Yeah.
The games are loaded. When you have the games, you don't mind if a game gets slipped up or not, or it takes a step back.
It's not like before. We were asking for months on end, bro. Who's gonna buy these games? You got a massive GTA-sized hole that literally that cloud of that GTA 6 cloud hangs over best part of October, like second half of October. And from November, December, Jan, I would say it's
I think 6 months, bro.
I don't even blame you for saying 6 months because GTA 6 is going to be a force. I don't know how they're going to stage out their multiplayer as well. I reckon there'll be a stalled release of the multiplayer, which is good. I think that's one of the few games that can get away with it.
That's the way they should do it.
Yeah, exactly. I think they should because give us 2 weeks to soak in, or a week or 2 weeks to soak in the single player. Everyone starts sharing that stuff, and then the multiplayer comes out, and boom. Everyone's hyped up again now to play this incredible open world game. But that basically locks off multiple years, so multiple weeks for GTA 6. So Fable coming out in 2027 is a no-brainer to me. It's interesting they picked that over Gears, but it will make 2026 a strong year. But Fable in 2027, I also think it needs more time to cook. I think they would be very grateful for it to make those optimizations as well.
Yeah,
because
it's not a small game. This is a big RPG game, and this is the first one to tackle in, when it comes to the RPG game.
Yeah,
and I reckon we're gonna get to see more at the showcase apparently. So.
Absolutely, yeah, they're gonna show us a lot more gameplay. I want to see a lot more of the combat as well. I put the taser up, and the first thing I typed in Fable gameplay teaser on YouTube is a PlayStation Channel's trailer for Fable.
That's the way it is, bro.
It's ridiculous.
That's the way it is, bro.
That's ridiculous.
That's what you need to do, and. I'm looking forward to this game showcase. Don't get me wrong. I want to see some great games. I'm looking forward to Gears of War is going to be my game. I want to see how to change the elements in that game. That's the game for me because that's my favorite IP from Xbox anyway. So that is the game. So
at the wedding when the music and the party.
Let's hope it's not first person. Your first person. Make sure that's not a first person game. You piece of shit. Don't start that shit, bro. Don't start that shit.
There's no way it's gonna be first person.
We're gonna change gameplay or something. Like if you want to give it 2 options, okay, let it go then. But listen, Gears of War is going to be that game. It's got its own dedicated direct, and that's the game to go for.
Yeah.
But guys, When it comes to the game showcase, I don't know if you want to jump into the game showcase because
Yeah,
it's basically what, next week?
It's next week, man.
Next week?
Next
Shit.
week.
Oh shit! Next week, bro.
And I won't really get a chance
Like-
to talk about it, so might as well talk about it now.
Yeah, we'll rather talk about it now. You know, when it comes to the game showcase, and I feel like the last few years, Xbox has done some good show. 2024 was a fantastic show.
Yeah.
No doubt, nobody can cap for that show. They were like, yo, even the ponies were out there, even the media guys were saying, oh, this is like one of the best shows ever done. 2026, you know, when it comes to this game showcase, I do believe, like, what game do you want to see? Like, we know Gears is going to be there, we know Fable's going to be there, but is there a certain IP from Xbox Game Studios that you said, you know what, this is I'm really intrigued to see something from this game because they've been dead quiet since the last announcement.
To be honest with you, their best studios are actually showing their stuff. Now, this week we found out that Halo's leadership, there was one of the staff, I think his name is Glenn Israel, came out and said that he didn't like Halo leadership have been absolutely atrocious. They literally are ruining Halo. The culture is really bad and toxic in the work staff, and they're bad. And it echoes a lot of sentiments and leaks that we're hearing as well. So I am very, very concerned about the future of Halo. Apparently Halo campaign involved, most of it was outsourced anyway to external contractors and I was like, all right, okay, so how much of this is like Halo Studios is doing? And even then, that doesn't give them a scapegoat. The new leadership took on the IP, you've outsourced it. I don't know if they'll be any good. You'll notice there's very little hype for Halo campaign. I know you've already had the campaign, Combat Evolved. They had a remake already, and they're making this again, primarily for PlayStation, which is absolutely atrocious, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I want to see what Halo's the future Halo, not the remake. I want to see if there's one
the next installment,
mainline Halo, because even though I have very little faith, and I'll be honest with you right now, I have very little faith in not 343 Halo Studios, which is basically 343 with new leadership, I guess. But I have very little faith in them treating Halo with respect. Prove me wrong, but I don't. But I'm still a massive Halo stan, a massive fan of the IP and the scope of what that IP can do. So I want to see that. For me, it's Halo. I don't think it will happen, but there's that. There's rumors also that the next one after Halo for me, although I don't think it'll be shown next month, it might do, but I think it's more for BlizzCon, is the new Blizzard game, the third-person action adventure game that StarCraft potentially a StarCraft Ghost type title. I was waiting for that for years, decades.
How long that game's been like 10-15 years now or some shit?
Even longer than that, bro. That thing was like, I remember looking at that crusty magazine of mine, like a StarCraft Ghost, the chick in the white outfit, nice ass
With certain fluids on it.
yeah, bro. Back then, bro, in those magazines, man, they used to put all sorts of like shit, like naked women and stuff in those gaming magazines.
Naked women,
yeah. So the
No,
pages
you're
were
right
sticky.
though. That's StarCraft. So this is where they gotta be smart and where to put them. Like, I believe that BlizzCon is coming as well. So that's a place to put it because that's for them fans that's been watching it.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes more sense.
Watching the updates and all that. So that to me makes more sense. Maybe you could tease it. Show something. Like maybe a trailer
that's a good shout.
And then see more at BlizzCon. Do you know what they could do something like that maybe?
That actually is a good shout. That could work.
Yeah,
gameplay review.
just show a teaser trailer or something.
That's a sick
And
shout.
say, more gameplay or more deep dive at BlizzCon next month or something.
Yeah.
When it
A
comes to
full
that.
gameplay review.
I think that's the way I would do it. That's the way
That's
I
a
would
good
do
shout.
it. To be honest,
Leisure Suit.
there's a lot of games. I believe there's a few games we don't know about, but I think one of the games I'm really quite interested in is it's Blade.
Oh shit! Yeah,
How are they gonna do
man.
Blade?
Fuck. So
I believe
there's
it's
so
time to
many
show it.
IPs that we would complete. Blade is freaking insane. In fact, if I remember, there's so many games. They have Clockwork Revolution, all this stuff. It looks amazing, and they have Blade. The Blade. Remember, one of the few games that Xbox, we saw the reactions, like you said with Gears of War, when everyone was like, "Oh, Dom." When Blade came out, I saw you saw the reactions. Remember, they were like, "Oh, Blade," and then it was like, "Wait a minute." Arcane.
Oh shit.
I need to buy an Xbox. I saw one of the mainstream guys say, I need to buy an Xbox to play. I need to buy an Xbox to play this.
Yeah.
That was the literal words that came out of, oh shit, I have to buy an Xbox to play because it's Blade, Marvel IP, big IP, recognition that you've got in your first party studios are working on it. After you're going to see Marvel, Insomniac kill it with Wolverine. They're going to smash it out of the park. And you've got, chat, if you haven't seen X-Men 97, you need to watch it. Season 2 is coming out. The trailer was epic. That is going to be epic. That coming out, and then it's going to definitely feed into Wolverine. Wolverine's going to be a great game from Insomniac. And everyone's going to be like thirsty for Xbox, and they have to do this well. Arcane, I don't give a shit. You have to do it well.
But we did get confirmation when, 100%. They have to, bro, because fucking Marvel ain't doing shit with their movies at the moment. But
Marvel's dog shit. Marvel's dog shit, but the gaming side of it could be really good.
The gaming side is really good so far.
I mean, I know Disney's shit, but X-Men 97, sick.
On point.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's not. When I was talking to Zorka about it, and Zorka was like, "Oh yeah, but it's Disney." I'm like, "No, this one is not tainted
this
by
one's
Disney."
got it, yeah. I'll say this: we got confirmation that Blade is an action adventure third-person game.
Yeah.
So that will appeal to a lot of people because, when you have an IP that is known and loved like that. For example, the most recent one, because I just got back from London yesterday.
Yeah.
I still need to play James Bond. That's getting a lot of love as well.
Yeah.
And why that's getting a lot of love? Because it's an IP, 007.
Bro,
if it was called something else, it might not get that same love. Do you know what I mean? So, Blade's got that love. So if they can get it right, it can be one of them hitters where, this is a dope IP.
The thing is, Sean, it's on paper.
Have you played 007 yet? Have you started it?
I haven't played it. I'm actually waiting for the path tracing update to come out as well. I think it comes out a week.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It's coming out in a couple of weeks later. Bro, I haven't got
you
time.
Have to wait for it.
Bro, I'm still playing fucking Forza.
You got no time. We've got no time now.
I got
anyway, for the
Mario in
next
there.
week or
Then I
so.
got to play Forza. I got to finish Chronos, and I still need to play Pragmata, which someone gave me on the community after they were wrong about a certain thing, a Game Pass and Call of Duty. I've got so many games. I've got Resident Evil Requiem to play. I am not starving for games. And if you're an Xbox fan, you are now being fed so deliciously in copious amounts. And the future is so much brighter. But if they backed themselves, it would be so much. It would propel the brand elsewhere. Otherwise, why buy an Xbox? The position is so dumb, Sean. They have everything that for years, an entire Xbox One generation where we berated them, celebrated 2018, market all the acquisitions, berated them at the start of this gen. Delivery wasn't great. ABK was done. ZeniMax done. Finally, I haven't even talked about Machine Games and them working on, the new Wolfenstein. That's quite far in development as well. And there's rumors and potentially of a Quake coming back. Oh my. Anyway,
there's so much option, and this is where you need to be, and this is where Xbox got to. When they finally got there, they decided to go multiplayer.
And it's atrocious. It's atrocious that they've done that.
Now, can this person change it? Can Asha, her new team that's been coming in, can they do something? How are they going to do it? How are they going to deliver it? That's the biggest thing they need to do right now. Are they going to be like, we know Forza's been announced. We know Fable's been announced for PlayStation. Will they do something with Gears of War? Will they do something with Blade? Or will they be doing something with Clockwork Revolution or something? These are the unknowns right now. Like, what will they do? This is what we're going to find out. Like, guys, when we talk about the showcase and Matt Buddy talks about the logos, I think we were talking on the phone or some shit. And I said, are they trying to do, I said it on TTS yesterday as well, and I said, are they trying to do something like, because they're going to show the logos, this game is coming to such a platform. But if they show Gears of War, for example, and it only shows Xbox and Xbox PC, is that how they're going to define it? Is that what they're trying to do?
If that's actually a very good question. I didn't actually think of this scenario. Now that they're showing their logos, I don't know if they've done a U-turn. I doubt they have. Asha Sharma said future showcases, which is hilarious because you're not going to get future 25th anniversaries.
And this is not about I'll get to the point. Sorry, finish your point.
Yeah, but so it is kind of a funny situation where actually, like, I hear it was a misstep for next future anniversary. I'm like, this is your 25th anniversary. You don't get a second chance on this. But on that point that you say that if they are now being transparent and you see the demo logos there, I'm not expecting this to happen. I'm expecting Gears to be there. But if the scenario is that Gears doesn't have a PlayStation logo after the trailer, that's going to kickstart another conversation. Well, hold on a minute. Xbox are actually... Now it's going to like Xbox... For one, there'll be Gears of War's not coming to PlayStation. And two, is it timed and for how long? and it's going to
That's what we don't
kickstart
know.
massive conversation. It's going to start a massive conversation. And it'll
See,
be
that's the way I'm. See, this is the thing I was talking about, and all this might be all this BS, but the way I'm looking at it, Matt talks about we're just gonna focus on 12 months only, June to June.
Yeah.
So is this just a playbook right now where they're gonna we know Fable's coming, we know Forza Horizon is coming, Halo campaign involved is coming, and all that stuff. Maybe State of Decay, because that's like a live service type of game or something. Clockwork, I'm not sure about that one, to be honest, but they're gonna focus on these 12 months where Fable's coming out in Feb right now, so that's next year.
Yeah.
So they're gonna focus on 12 months right now, where after the 12 months we can switch completely. Is that what they're trying to do? That's what I don't understand.
So that's a good point.
Next gen
because
launch.
No, I think you're right in asking that. And by the way, shout out to Champagne with the $2 super, because it should make a Punisher game. Absolutely. I don't know why I didn't
Ain't
think
lying
of that.
about that.
That's It's
Ain't
software.
lying about that.
Perfect for that.
Ain't
Perfect.
lying about that.
That would be amazing. But no.
Even a Mad Max team could make a great Punisher game.
Oh yeah, they're freaking amazing.
Because I love that. Have you finished Mad Max?
I haven't finished it yet. I was one of those. That's the only game that I don't have
Bro, that game was
crossplay
fire.
on or save
And the
transfer to
fighting,
PC.
it was awesome. The fighting and all that shit was awesome, bro.
Brilliant. That's the last game I was playing on Xbox. It was beautiful. Before I moved in, I can't transfer the saves over to PC. But the question you asked is actually a really good one. It's basically, look, look, Matt Booty was very clear in the wording that he used. He said, look, we're not going to talk about long-term strategy. Right now, we're talking about the games, and we're focusing on 12 months. All these words that he used purposeful. It means they are absolutely considering how to deal with this multi-plat thing. They really are. They're trying to do it, trying to balance the books. It may be the case that the Xbox leadership are fighting the case for exclusivity, but they're hard committed to the games that they've already announced, because I can't see them pulling Fable, Forza Horizon, all the games that they've announced, minus Gears. Gears could be out there, but they may have worked on Gears or as a PlayStation title. That's a lot of money that they would lose out on for supporting efforts. But it sounds like they are considering exclusivity back. Potentially. However, what I would urge the community, Xbox community and fans, not to just sit there and go, oh, maybe they're doing that, and just rely on that. You need to assume the position as it is now and say, what the hell are you doing? Bring back exclusives. This is what the Xbox community needs to do. If they want to, even if there's the minute chance, even if you think it's far-fetched for the Xbox fans, and PlayStation guys will mock that. They will go in and say, this is bullshit. It's done. It's dusted. And obviously they will say that. It was done and dusted. It's never going to come back. But if it does, there's a chance for the Xbox community to be heard on that point. And and they know it because they're saying it. They're apologizing for it. And now the PlayStation community is like, oh, Asha Sharma's caving into the hardcore PlayStation Xbox fans. I'm like, well, who else should they cater to? To you guys? They may be doing it in terms of games releases, but half of you will literally chat, even though they're multi-plat. You see, every single one of these PlayStation hardcore fanboys will chat shit about the multi-plat. Forza Horizon 6, same people. You see the same morons like Red Karen, they're just downplaying it. JW will retweet that shit. They don't, and then when it comes out PlayStation, but they'll be constantly talking shit, constantly talking shit about Gears, constantly talking shit about all Xbox first-party IPs, even though, they're only a third-party publisher. Well, why are you chatting shit about their titles? Why are you chatting shit like they're a competitor, but pretending they're not a competitor or they are a competitor? Like
at the same time,
pick your lane. Why are you crying about Forza? Where's your Drive Club footage? I saw one guy, absolute psycho PlayStation fanboy, boot up the crew, and he's like, yeah, the crew's really good.
I'm like, wheel spins, yeah.
I'm like, oh, I fucking enjoy the crew, bruv. That's what I'm saying.
Man. So interesting to see how it goes, though. We see how this playbook is gonna do, and you're right. If they do something with, I want to get to the logo stuff as well in a bit, but if they do something with the Gears of War, because we know Fable's going to be shown, and we know that's been announced already, but if they don't show just Xbox and Xbox PC only, and that's what they show, that's something we need to shout out and say, yo, this is what we want more of. When it comes to your big hitters, big IPs, this is what we want. Now we understand the Call of Duty ain't going to happen. We understand these ABK, some of the ABK games. We understand that. Cool on that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to core studios, make it make sense and tell us that, yo, this is the start and this is what we're doing. Tell us, guys, that State of Decay is exclusive. Tell us that Clockwork Revolution is exclusive, and Gears of War is exclusive. Let us know that shit. Then we can push on it on Twitter, social media, the player's voice or something. That, yo, this is what we want. We will come out and we will do it, bro. We want these type of games to be on the Xbox ecosystem, and this is what brings people to your ecosystem. And this is what you need to do moving forward. And this is how you should do it, because your competitors don't give two shits about you. They want you dead in the water. It's as simple as that. Now, the logo stuff, guys. When people are on Twitter talking about who cares about these logos and that, I'm not talking about the motherfucking first party logos right now. I'm talking about games like, maybe, say for example, if Stranger Than Heaven was, it was there anyway, but a game like Metro 20, I don't know whatever, the new Metro game.
Yeah.
That was on the Xbox channel called Xbox Present Metro 20 something. I forgot the second title of it. Why the fuck are you showing your logo, competitor logos, on your Xbox YouTube channel? That's the problem right now.
What's it compared to doing? What's compared to doing with your games?
Yeah, not
They're
even
not
your
even
games.
showing your-
They're not gonna show even the third-party games.
Yeah.
They won't show it. Are they stay pissed next week? I'm not expecting PlayStation to show Nintendo or Xbox games. I'm not talking about the first-party games. I'm talking about third-party games.
Yeah, of course.
Why are you letting the competitors
Spineless.
and you're advertising spineless? Yeah. Why are you advertising their platform on your show? If you talk about if it's about Xbox, baby, we're coming back. We want the brand to be strong. We want the brand's perception to be strong, to be recognized. Bitch, when you do your own fucking shows, show your fucking logos to let people know. Even if you have to blog it or something, like, oh shit, this is an Xbox exclusive. PlayStation does a fantastic job
Of
of
that. That's
doing
why
shit
everyone
like
thought
that.
Harry Potter was a PlayStation exclusive at that point.
Yes, they did. I'm telling you, that was some real shit, guys.
Yeah.
You were in London, I was in the city. I seen the fucking advertisement on that shit. It was next level. People thought that shit was legit. When it comes to your third-party games, and this is what we're talking about, when it comes to the logos, no need to show Steam, no need to show PlayStation, no need to show Nintendo. Xbox and Xbox PC, and that's it. Because you want people to buy into your ecosystem.
It shouldn't even have to be said.
Guys,
It's a
it shouldn't
common
be
sense
said,
thing.
but
Can't
let me give you a
believe that
prime
has to be
example.
spelled out.
Let me give you a prime example. Let's say the new FIFA 27 was at the showcase, for example. For shits and giggles, they show the new FIFA 27 there. How does that help you? How does that help Xbox when you're promoting the game on Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo, and some motherfucker goes and buys it on Steam, for example? You want to bring people to your ecosystem and buy the game there.
Yeah.
You'd rather get 100% of Forza Horizon 6 on your platform
Yeah.
than versus Steam or PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm saying first.
Of course.
That's what they need to do.
But why does that have to be spelled out to them? It's like, do you want to make more money on your brand, or have you actually given up? This is the thing. These are all indicators of a platform holder that's really thrown in the towel. But then Asha Sharma comes in and like, oh, actually, hold on a minute. And I'm like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be a lot more determined and set in your policy, and you're now being reactive mere hours after Matt Booty's come out making a podcast statement, pre-recorded, pushed, published, and now you don't understand it. And it goes to show, it's like, and I saw some guy go, oh, why don't you guys shut the fuck up and let the $1 trillion company deal with stuff? You guys are trying to advise a $1 trillion company. The same $1 trillion company that gave us the Xbox One gen, that did all the U-turns, followed everything that the Xbox fans said it was going to fail, massive fail, 24 hours, did a U-turn on the gold price hike, all of this. They have a litany of shitty decisions. So don't even give me the whole $1 trillion company. You're a financial advisor, you can do it. While you're sitting there freaking gasping for air, you fat piece of shit. Like, all this stuff is just like, shut the fuck. Like, what are you talking about?
You know what it is, guys, as well, on top of that. I don't know when this pre-recorded show was done or something. I don't know how long it takes to make one of these shows. If it's 2, 3, 4, I'm not sure how long it takes in that. But moving forward, when she's built a team, and she hired them new people as well, about being more have a better plan, make the Xbox brand more relevant, or make it more likable and all that shit. She's getting the team right now.
Yeah.
If she didn't, the biggest thing is her team she's choosing right now needs to make sure when they are in charge of that, because she can't be overseeing everything.
Yeah.
She needs to pick the right people, her right-hand men. If you got the right people that you trust them to make the right decisions, you know, and if she overlooked this one, just the same with fucking, I don't know if Phil Spencer got overlooked Halo when they first showed it off, guys. We know that looked like shit at the time.
Yep.
But how did that pass that, you know, the quality? I don't know how they did that shit.
They went through, so I don't know.
Yeah, fan feedback, and it should have come to that. Now, Asha's got her team ready. We've seen the highs, we've seen all of that stuff. If she's trusting them now, especially right now, leading up to the 25th anniversary, she needs to make sure her team is on that shit, on that level, on that same page. We can't be wishy-washy. We can't be having one decision going left and one decision going right.
That's what I'm saying.
We need to be in the same. We need to be in the same motherfucking lane and be 100% committed in that lane.
Absolutely.
Don't come and don't come and swipe me out with that bullshit.
Yeah.
We need to be on the same page, and this is how we need to execute. When we have one person saying this and one person saying that, this is when it gets.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Actually, I didn't actually think about that. But when you're second in command, who's Matt Booty and the head of Xbox team, and you're the head of Xbox, and you're coming out to basically counter what he's actually just come on and said, it shows a lack of cohesion in the team. And what you're saying, they have to be singing from the same hymn sheet. They have to be a cohesive force. So that's actually a very good point that I didn't think of. That maybe perhaps the leadership needs to really get a better handle on this, the right-hand man. Like literally, the right-hand man of Asha Sharma is Matt Booty, and they need to fix up. But I am grateful that she's come out and said it, and at the very least, she recognizes it's an L. Because if she hadn't said anything at all, the tone of this would be even more scathing today. Because I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? You're trying to pull a fast one on us. You're basically Sarah Bond 2.0, Phil Spencer 2.0. Nah, man. And she came out and said immediately, that means she, despite all the production value that was put in there, very quickly, almost immediately came back and said, you know what, fuck, this is a bad read. And I'm like, I rate that. As much as I agree with you, they should be singing the same hymn sheet. It shouldn't even have happened. But the fact that they're receptive, and you know, a lot of the pundits in the space, some journalists are like, oh yeah, she's capitulating to the Xbox hardware faithful. Bro, she has to. What? That's what her job is.
Right now,
she has to cater
right
for
now,
Xbox
where
fans.
the brand is right now, that's what it is.
You have to do it.
If the brand was on top of the game, not untouchable, on top of the game, living a high life, you don't talk to nobody then, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because you're fucking down at the bottom at the moment and you're struggling. They need to talk for a bit, and once you get to a good point, then you can stay a bit quiet. Once you're on a good roll, you can stay a bit quiet and let the games do the talking.
Absolutely.
Let the marketing do the talking, let people do the talking, let the media do the talking, let the fans, let the haters do the talking. And all that's where you can get. That's when you're on that level, you don't need to say shit after that. You just need to be on top of your game and let the rest do the talking then. But as of right now, they need to be on it, and fair play, she's come out. Now, guys, it's only been 3-4 months she started. Cool.
I get that. I get that. What I mean? It's short term. Yeah, I understand.
It's short term at the moment. But I'm glad she's acknowledged it. That's saying, hopefully in the future shows, when it comes to the Xbox present this game, no need to show your logos there. Don't show anybody's logos on these third-party games and your first-party games in the future, hopefully, as well. So if they do that, they're listening, and this is what we need to do. Attack. Be on it, because you know they're listening then. They know this is a clap back on the community.
That's the beginning of them pulling away from the kumbaya. But even if it's performative, even if it's just like doing the little dance ahead of the game, you know, it then signals a little bit more brand strength, because now it's like, okay, it's not... Ask them. Let the haters ask the question, is it coming to PlayStation? Even them asking that, it'll be a natural, organic part of their marketing. Now they're like, oh, Gears, say for... I'm expecting Gears to come out on PlayStation, but say if it doesn't come out. Gears E-Day doesn't show the logo. Like we said, like they're showing the logos for everything else. Now they don't show the logo. Everyone's going to be like, is it coming to PlayStation? It's going to dominate the discourse completely. As opposed 100%. To if next week the PlayStation
I think
logo
it'll be more when it's gonna come to the PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. When? Even if it's coming later, they're gonna when. when, oh, it's time, this time. So Xbox fans will say, no, this is a signal. This is the long-term strategy. It's coming. It's not coming to PlayStation. Even that conversation would reinvigorate it. Now, I don't expect that to happen. I expect the conversation to be, oh, look, there's that PlayStation logo for Gears E-Day. Prove me wrong, Asha Sharma, but I think that the logo will be there. But yeah, let me just get these super chats from Alvin. Thank you for the 5. At State of Play, there will be a Street Fighter 6 trailer for new characters with only the PlayStation 5 logo. Then Capcom on the socials will say, on all platforms, Xbox do that. Xbox do it straight away, all the time. And it's shit.
You know what was funny about that? I heard some people say, "Oh, the contractual. That's what they got to do it for." Bullshit.
Why is their contract different to PlayStation and Nintendo?
No, the contract. No, come on, that's some BS, that bro. If it's on the Capcom show, if it's on the Rockstar, the Rockstar YouTube channel, they can promote all the motherfucking platforms.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo, you just say Xbox only. Or if you present it in the show. You put it on the show, putting money into the show, production on a high level.
Yeah.
And you're gonna promote the competitors' brands. Come on, I'm not. It's not even about the first party stuff. It's about the other third party stuff where you don't have people buy into your ecosystem.
Yeah.
Don't push people to. Oh yeah, Steam, I'll go there. Or PlayStation, I'll go get it there.
This is an Xbox. Everything's an Xbox. Nothing's an Xbox at the moment, and that's the point. Like if they
don't make no money on that.
Yeah.
When it comes to third-party games.
Oh, less money on that, but yeah. Sure, Bashi Washi, thank you for the 5. Sean, this doesn't matter. Sack that cat from Halo that wore the PS5 shirt, then remove the logo. Bro, that was egregious. That I was just like sitting there with whoever put that. That's disgraceful.
No, that's the next level shit.
That was disgraceful. You cannot do that. Like this guy's like desperate for freaking.
This guy was out there that guy was up front and center. That t-shirt was ironed out. Perfect. PlayStation.
PlayStation. Get the fuck out. What are you doing? What are you doing? You have no shame.
I'm just like a lot of guys say, your bouts are full of it. You've been marooned and all that stuff. Listen, the way she's talking, I wanted to walk it as well. And she's done some great stuff as of right now. She's done some good stuff so far.
Yeah. She's
saying the right words.
Yeah.
Let's see if she can deliver on that. That's all I want to see. And her plan, like the first of all, guys, we know when it comes to was there new leadership, new people in there. She's done that.
Yeah.
She's got change. She's got different people in there.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting different shit to happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it was gonna be the same shit, why get rid of Sarah Bond and give Phil Spencer the early retirement package? There's no need for that shit then.
Yeah.
Something's got to change, and she's coming to make make these changes. Now there's going to be some hard changes, especially when it comes to Game Pass. You're going to expect some changes on that shit as well.
Yeah.
Because when it was $29.99, I remember when that price went up last year, some of the homies said, Sean, do you know what, $29.99, I'm out.
Yeah.
It's a bit too much for me.
Yeah.
She knew that. She said it. She's come on, said that shit as a statement. I don't give a fuck what people are saying on these other Xbox podcasts and all that stuff, saying, "Oh, Game Pass is making X amount of money. Game Pass is doing this. I love it, bro." She come on, said we lost subscribers. We lost people because of the price increase. Why? Because Call of Duty is shoving them in the ass without Vaseline, and that's the problem right now. So she's dropped it. And it probably still isn't sustainable right now. Because why? Because the subscriber count went down, guys. And when you do subscribers,
it's amazing that she said
the money comes down.
I said it, that the level of hemorrhaging from Xbox on Game Pass subscribers when that price hike happened is very, very high. She's already said that it's starting to get better now. She said, like, oh, it's getting better now, but they lost out massively. And that was the point. Like you've murked yourself. Whether or not that's going to come back to a point where they can make it sustainable or sustain it, the Game Pass is definitely going to be taking a hit. Day and Date is definitely taking a hit.
Day and Date, I want to, because I'm on your show right now. When we talk about Day and Date, we're talking about some of the first party big hitters.
Yeah.
The big hitters.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Fable, for example. I'm just giving you an example of Fable. Now, when we say Day and Date, I'm still expecting day and date games from the smaller guys. Maybe you might get the Expeditions. You might get Replaced on these type of games. other games that come out, Outriders and Mixtape.
Third-party games.
Them are still great games. Now, some of the homies that I came after them dudes a few weeks ago. I said, listen, bro, why do you subscribe to Game Pass day and day games, day one, the Xbox day one games? So I go, if it's all about your wallet and you want to be save money. What was the first big IP that launched this year in Game Pass, guys? Which is the first big IP that launched in Game Pass this year?
Don't tell me. I know first big
the big
third
IP.
Party.
First party IP.
Oh, Forza.
First party Forza. So you telling me you waited 5 months?
But there was also a third party, an indie title. What was it? That
No, I'm excluding Towerborn and
not Towerborn. It was a third party.
Fucking Killing.
No, not Kiln. Fuck Kiln, man. I haven't played it actually yet. But
Replaced Mixtape, but they're not first part. They're not first
not replaced.
party IPs.
It was another one that's like in the Game of the Year running. It was a like old school indie game. Chat reminded me. I don't know what it is.
Hollows Knight? No.
No. That was last year. This year.
I'm talking about first party games, guys.
Party. Okay, so sorry. First part. Yeah, Forza. Yeah.
Yeah, Forza. So you telling me that I've subscribed to Game Pass for Xbox Day One games only?
Yeah.
That's my main drive. Why it took you 5 months to get to that point?
Yeah.
You subscribe to Game Pass. Why? Because they get multiple titles in. On top of that, the first party games are the highlights, no doubt, 100%.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me that's the only thing you subscribe for, because you're waiting, because games take a long time. So when you get games like Expedition coming in,
it was Mixtape.
no, if you get Expedition or if you get Mixtape, and these type of games in between or replaced, which I love replaced, them type of games, them are the nice fillers that makes Game Pass even more better. Because you're getting them games whilst you're waiting for a big hitter. Then you slow down again, then you get a big hitter. And that's the way it should be. When we talk about day one games, we're not talking about remove the smaller games. We're talking about some of the big hitter games that are too expensive, that they might think, shit, we might need to scale back on this. And, don't drop it in Game Pass day one, or maybe give it 6 months or something. And that's what Game Pass is about. Having them other games that complement it, that nice starters, guys.
For me, it was always the day and date first party games. For me, that was the main thing. Now,
the main thing for you, but that's something that you waited 5 months then for a game like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I'm not. I'm a FOMO guy.
So when you say it's all about my wallet, unsubscribe. If you waited for that, I'm telling you, unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Wait 5 months when Forza launch, subscribe to it, enjoy for 6 weeks or something, then unsubscribe for the next big game, maybe Halo or Gears of War, if it's all about saving money.
I mean, ultimately, it won't be the best.
Because they're calling us corporate shills. That's what they're calling us. Oh, you guys want to get rid of day one games, day one Game Pass games because you want to suck up to Xbox or something. It's all about my money. It's all about my wallet. Do it properly then. If it's all about that, and you only play the first party big games, unsubscribe, subscribe, save money like that. You save big time then.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I have a pretty dim view. Look, I like Game Pass. I think it's a great service. If it's a disruptor, I think
I think it's an incredible service.
Yeah, it is. It is, and obviously, I'm expecting it to be scaled back. Even in its scaled back form, it will still be very competitive, if not still the best service there. But the main driver was day and date releasing loses his bluster massively. However, a lot of the Xbox community, when this question was raised about if you had day and date games had to give for exclusivity, and people were like, no. What I realized was a big chunk of the Xbox community is just a Game Pass machine. For them, Game Pass is the platform, and those people, I don't rate their opinion on Xbox basically. Like in terms of their advice for this platform being a competitive machine that offers something that will keep PlayStation at bay, that will invigorate competition and make people on their toes, keep platforms on their toes for the betterment of us gamers in the long run. I don't think that has value. So I'm expecting that to happen. She signaled that when she talked about some difficult decisions to be made in the future. That's absolutely a Game Pass positioning, in my opinion.
It has to be something like that, yeah.
It has to be about Game Pass. Mailgoat says...
I believe there's a... Sorry, go on.
Mailgoat with a 5 says, Ash hasn't learnt from Phil Spencer and company. This is the last thing Xbox fans should be talking about right now. I don't think that's the case, Mailgoat. I'll keep calling Mailgoat. I think The continuation of Phil Spencer's saga seems to be there. However, she's now being reactive. It's early days. Whether she reverses, we don't know. But at the moment, I absolutely understand the pessimism. That's the baseline default approach of everyone. That should be the approach of everyone. Until she puts up, she needs to just show it. Not shut up, but she's talking about it, and I appreciate the disclosure, but then just back it with your word. Back your words. Mr. Supernova with the 5. Funny how you spend real money in design budgets just to display your competitor's logo. Xbox needs a leader with massive balls of steel. Bro, so Supernova has been killing it with the super chats, and he's absolutely spot on. It's
As he should.
Yeah.
As he should.
Yeah, what the hell? What are we talking about? No one else is doing it. You're third place. Why are you being in this charity case? And that model it's not going to work. We're telling you it's not going to work. You're chasing short-term gain to appease the investors or appease your higher ups. But we love the gaming element of it, the brand. We understand the brand, the value of the brand, its perception of the brand, and the impact of the brand in the longer term, how it feels. How it impacts the gaming space. Your investors don't do that. Satya Nadella's rubbing baby oil on his head. He doesn't understand that. He just wants to see numbers, but you don't understand it. Microsoft.
I feel like Sarti knows this. I think, I'm hoping the senator. Oh shit, we fucked up here. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Most of them are misses putting the games on there. It hasn't worked out. Everything's going down. The revenues down. Gaming service went down, which it did. Asha said it about Game Pass stuff.
Spot on. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you said that. So we had the. Thank you for reminding me. We saw they brought their games to PlayStation, and all the numbers were down. Revenue was down. Everything was down. So what's going on? Like, something has to give. Something has to give.
And when it comes to the Game Pass stuff, I believe there will be some changes, no doubt. And games like, for example, there's a new Sega game coming out, Stranger Than Heaven. It looks fantastic.
Looks amazing.
That's a Game Pass Day 1 game. If you can get games like that into Game Pass, I think some people will still be happy-ish. They'll still be okay with it, with that, unless they drop the price again or something. I'm not sure. Ninja Gaiden 4 was one of the games that from a second-party deal as well.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, bro. I think some people will still be happy with that. Do you know what I mean? Moving forward, but there's going to be some hard decision. Why, guys? Because Game Pass isn't her baby. Game Pass wasn't her idea. That was a Phil Spencer plan, and Game Pass is incredible. But I think she's looked at raw data and said, do you know what? I've got to make these moves to get it right now. The price increase hurt them. They brought it back down. She goes, it's steadily going back up again. We get in subscribers are coming back. It's looking more engagement, all that stuff. That's cool. There's going to be some more hard decisions. She needs to, and I reckon, guys, she needs to get these out of the way as soon as she can. The sooner the better, and be ready for prime time then, for your 25th anniversary or next year when you're going to launch your next console. Because we know cross-gen's here for a minute.
Yeah, Cross is going to be here for a while, but if you're saying that she
needs
to
be
pull
for
the
a minute,
Band-Aid...
But it's not about being... even if Project Helix comes out comes out and it's $1,000 because of the RAM and memory issues, what's going on right now.
Oh yeah, we know
cross-gen's here for a minute. But it's not only about that, guys. It's about going into that, getting the hype going. She's seen when she was promoting Project Helix and promoting this, people getting hyped again. Everybody gets hyped. Listen, when the PlayStation 6 gets announced or something, you're going to see people going crazy. Oh shit, PlayStation. It's just the hype. You get egged on. You get hyped. You fall for the hype as well.
Yeah.
And that's normal. People get hyped for everything. So she needs to make sure, moving forward, make sure, like, even though, say, Elder Scrolls 6 was a launch, it launches in alongside with Helix, but it launched with the Series X. Do you make sure that stays in your ecosystem? And that's the way to do it, moving forward. Yeah, this is the battle she needs. These are some of the stuff she needs to tackle right now, to be honest.
Yeah, the chat saying $1,000 Helix, they are done. Well, the thing is, everything's going to be... If PlayStation 5 Pro is nearly $1,000, how much do you think the PS6 is going to be? And the PlayStation's so terrified by the price hikes, they've basically said, we're going to wait and see until we start doing the PS6, which is crazy. Which is crazy thing to say. But Sean is right, though. They've cross-gen... Absolutely, cross-gen is extended. They're going to look into doing something with the Xbox Series X and S. They have to, about forward compatibility. So all these games that, even if if they're locked off to the Xbox ecosystem, but they still have people have options to play either cloud like stream or on the current gen titles or on the Helix, they'll put them in good stead. That's the only real resolution to dealing with the market forces right now. Tarnish Game of the 5 goes, they have tougher conversations to have versus exclusives. You're about to launch a console PC hybrid, yet still have to pay online subscription model. Tarnish, that's a good point. Actually, I was thinking about this when you were talking about it. How do you reconcile the negative of Game Pass? And I think with a PC hybrid, it doesn't make sense to have an online pay-to-play subscription. It's archaic now. It feels archaic. And they can, to damage control Game Pass being day and date, they then say, look, we are removing the online paywall to play online. That and then refashion Game Pass as well. So it's like, it's free, but we will have a Game Pass tier that's introductory. You can get this stuff, even with the day one removed. That in itself will go a long way. And play that to the point where that will put pressure on PlayStation. Now, PlayStation's the market leader, and are they going to capitulate on they're not going to. They're so far ahead, but at the same time, their competitor has now dropped the online pay-to-play. What happens next? The pressure from the fans is definitely good. I know a lot of the guzzlers will just take it. Now it's a reversal. Now we've got the reverse of the PS3 days, where Xbox has dropped the online pay-to-play model, and PlayStation is maintaining it, and it's going to be hilarious now. I think that's a question that needs to be tackled. That is the one way they could finesse the day and date being dropped. That is a positive move to do, because if they are going to be this hybrid approach where it's Xbox and Xbox PC, because you know when you boot up the Windows now, guys, it's now called Windows Game, and they're pushing Xbox PC. That's what they're pushing right now. Xbox mode, all that stuff right now. Better than Windows,
which is they need to do, because Xbox is the better name than Windows Gaming. So moving forward, that's what they need to do. And if this online, I know for a fact there's been conversations. Will they do it? That's something I think they should do it if they go into a hybrid approach. And you know, guys, I don't believe Steam's going to be on that Xbox Helix.
You know,
it's not going to be on it. I believe you maybe can sideload it if you want to do some shit like that. But I'm saying initially, just being there, I don't see it being there. Honestly,
I think you're right. I think there's rumblings about it now. Steam with its Steam machine. We'll talk about this next, and the price hike. But the Steam machine and Steam is kind of working its way into the lane of PlayStation and Xbox. And at the moment, it seems like Xbox still has an appetite to make sure that it leverages its position. But think about it, like Steam is. A lot of people said it wasn't going to happen. Xbox said that they're going to put Steam in there, open themselves. So that was Phil Spencer's last thing. Like, we give options everywhere. And Steam was such a bold thing that they were like, why the fuck are they giving away their revenue and money to Steam? But now that Steam's jostling with its Steam machine and console and stuff, they need to think back. Hold on a minute. Steam is now starting to kind of work its way into our lane. So we need to now reconsider whether or not we invite people by having the native Steam and loaded in the thing to move revenue away from us. And they're so revenue conscious
that's crazy, that bro.
Then the Steam can't be there. So I think they will remove Steam.
It can't be that native. There's got to be some dodgy shit you got to put on. Do you know what I mean? Or doing a situation like you sideload it.
But you know, they have to fix their PC shit. They have to fix their PC store to even think about Steam as a force.
I've been listening to some PC guys and seen some stuff, and this is why I was like, do you know what? When we were doing podcasting, people said to me, Sean, the PC store is dog shit. Windows store is dog shit. That's why I said, all right, just buy your games on Steam. Pragmata is not on the Windows Store. It's on. I have to buy on Steam. Resident Evil is not on the Windows Store. I have to buy on Steam. These are my hands up. Then I go, listen, I can't say nothing, but I know Jason Ronan and the team is working on it, and it seems that they're pushing the Xbox name forward, and the Xbox team is working with them properly right now because there was internal battles.
They got
a lot of work to do for next gen. I'm saying for next gen. This is what I'm talking about, guys.
Yeah.
They have to be ready for prime time. Then you can go compete a bit. I'm not saying you're gonna take out the competition, but compete a bit then.
Yeah.
Because if your store's up to date and is really good, and you have compelling titles, you might get people to buy the game on your Xbox PC store instead of buying it on Steam or Epic Games or something. And if you can get it up to date, we seen that you were at GDC, guys. You seen how they're trying to unify it and make it seamless and easy for developers.
Yeah.
One game, one code across the board instead of making multiple codes.
Which is smart.
And I really do believe. I really hope they can achieve it, make it reality.
Yeah, apart from the whole GDK nonsense that we got with the Series X. Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully they can make it into reality that, this is piss easy for us as developers. We could put a game like that across the board.
That kind of stuff, if they effectively do that, so make it easy for develop. Remember, the easy to develop for element of it is so fundamentally important that it made Xbox 360 the dominant platform over PlayStation with their cell architecture, and developers just ended up gravitating towards it. One of the big reasons why a lot of developers moved away from the dual SKU approach of the Series X and S was also because it was much more difficult to code for these consoles in addition to the two SKUs than the PlayStation that carried on with the same code base. Now, if they're investing in making sure that the PC side of things is much more easier to develop on Unified, and PC is growing massively despite the component prices, developers are now catering massively to the PC platform because that's where the demographics are moving to. That's where Xbox is actually in a much better place when it comes to its hardware by moving towards that space. If they can get that right, in addition to exclusivity, get that right, it will be a big,
it's a good move.
No, it's not just a good move. It's a fundamental move where the developers start to shift and the games start to look better on Xbox's devices or the Helix and stuff.
The platform looks better as well.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the thing that Zorka was talking about last week about the platform. They fucked up the platform. You remember the whole thing, and Fonz is going crazy about the Helix, and then really...
Shout out to Fonz. That was funny though.
It's too funny, man.
Zorka, I'll give you a prime example, guys. If the Windows, the Xbox, they call it the Xbox PC store.
Yeah.
If it was up to scratch and it was solid, performance was good, updates were good for games and that, Forza Horizon 6, where would you have bought it in?
If Forza and I would have bought an Xbox. I would have bought an Xbox store.
Yeah.
But Steam is so much better. It's not even an option now. Windows Store doesn't even look. And I don't give a shit about achievements. I don't care. I'm not an achievement hunter. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But even like I sort of seeing like the logos pop up and stuff, when you get achievement stuff, there's still a little bit of a dopamine release there. It's a bit more unified, and all that stuff. I would have been like, I might as well do it there. Again, I don't give a shit that much. Even the Steam achievements popping up and like whatever. But at the same time, it's just like it's very basic, but it works. It's clean. I like Steam.
It works.
When I did Ninja Gaiden came out, the Ninja Gaiden Black, which I was streaming last year when it came out, I find out half the PC options were off. The DLSS wasn't even there on the Xbox store. It was on Steam, and I found out live on stream. I'm like, why is this disabled? Why can't I get it? Yeah. And everyone's finding out, it's the Windows store doesn't focus on it. I'm like, your Windows? You want to build a hybrid PC console? You don't even have this? Needs to get fixed.
That's a problem.
That's a fix. Again, it's another rake, but they need to fix it. The potential for it being disruptive is high, and if developers are catering for PC first, it's going to be they need to fix that. It just needs to happen. Not enough to just talk.
Otherwise, there's no point then. Yeah. There's no point doing the store then. Why work on the store then?
Steam, and then you're gonna have this problem.
Let's carry on with that and just focus on your console. Because I know for a fact, guys, some people are hardcore. If there were certain games like Forza Horizon 6, if that was on the Xbox PC store only and not on Steam, bro, you would have bought that shit on the Xbox PC store. Do you know what I mean? Because that would have you would have went towards that way. Certain games can do that. And on top of that, guys, let's say this, guys. I know they're not going to do this because this is the Xbox and PC stuff, but if Forza Horizon 6 was only available on consoles, you would buy a Series X for that
Series
shit.
X, but I would play on my Series X. Of course.
Yeah, because the compelling titles.
There's no way I'm going to see. I bought a freaking PlayStation 5 Pro just to play Soros, which I haven't played yet. But I bought that thing. Because I want to play.
And guys, let's be honest. If Soros was on PC, would you have bought a PlayStation 5 Pro?
Nope. But the moment they pulled it, I said, okay, I'm buying a Pro. it was, even though Sony didn't confirm it, Jason Schreier put that much respect in his name. I said, you know what? I'm
Yeah,
buying
you
the Pro.
have to.
Yeah, I bought the Pro. I bought the Pro straight away. Wolverine, I'm not going to play it. I'm a gamer at the end of the day. Like, whatever it is, I'm going to buy these great games wherever they are. I know it's a privileged position to be in. I know gaming is a fucking luxury. But, chat, this week we saw it again. This time it was Steam. Steam was in the firing line. Holy shit. Oh no, it's Alex. He's gonna go live today, and he got accosted. He's been making fun of consoles here and there. Look at that! Oh, Nintendo, they suck. Nintendo. Look at PlayStation, they suck. Xbox, he's a little bit more tentative because he likes Xbox a little bit more. Let's be honest, he's a bit soft on Xbox. But he's like, oh, console gamers, Steam, and this is why Gabe knew. I think I saw even that. What's that? Salah Bench, or what's his name? Jamie Act. He was sharing the clip of. Oh no, it's Alex. And he was just like...
I'm lost in it. I'm lost in that.
Yeah. And he was just
But that's the thing about this, guys. Steam prices now. This is one of the conversations I was having with some of the homies, and they were disagreeing with me as well. One of the reasons why PlayStation were pulling the games off PC as well, because Steam is coming with a console-like approach, with the Steam Machine box. I know it's still a PC, but it looks like a console. PlayStation is that type of company that, we can't have that perception. Even though Steam Machine might only sell 5 million or 10 million max, for example.
Yeah.
PlayStation doesn't play that shit. They're petty.
Yeah.
They'll do shit like this. And this is what Xbox needs to think about as well, bro. Imagine Steam can take the place of Xbox and sell 25, 30 million.
Yeah.
That is an issue.
Yeah, it is.
Because your game's available on our platform, and we could get better deals, Steam sales, all that crazy shit. Now I know the prices. That's a different story right now because of what's going on. But I'm just saying, if everything's available, and I think Xbox is looking at this. I really do believe they're looking at this. We can't let Steam come and take our spot. They could come and take third place, guys, in the future.
Steam is a massive disruptor, man. I know a lot of people said the old Steam Machine failed. This is a very different market now. Don't assume that the Steam Machine was ahead of its time. People back then were saying digital is a joke, and now 90% of everyone's digital. Steam Machine launching now could be massive disrupted. The problem is now the Steam Deck got a massive price hike of $300, worse than anyone else. And it was, I know it's Alex loving them up until he got kicking and screaming. He said, "This is why I back Steam." Look, and he's right to back Steam. Steam was brilliant. Gabe Newell looked like you could take anything and turn it into a W, until it didn't, and it exposed the fact that all these corporations, all of them are here for your money. And Steam showed that by such an egregiously high price hike. All my gaming hardware, as early adopter, I'm profiting because I'm not going to sell them, but I'm profiting. I've got a Steam Deck. I need to fix the screen, but it's gone up by a massive price, and that's got a massive price hikes. God, can you imagine what the price of the Steam machine is going to be? And everyone thought it's going to be dead on arrival if it's anywhere near $1,000. Now everyone's like, it's going to be near $1,000.
It'd be like $900. Yeah.
And I know it's not a handheld, but it's just, that's a lot. That's the Steam machine. A Steam Deck costs more than a PlayStation 5 Pro. It's just like, bruv, are you taking the piss?
It's happening now because the price increase is devastating and it's not worth it. That for a Steam, you don't get the Rogue Ally X or them type of because they're more powerful and more, $900. Now this is the issue we have right now. This hardware shit, it's a joke right now with all of this crazy shit that's going on with the AI and all that BS. And I'm hoping it stops soon as possible this year, bro.
For a while.
Because when you get like a $300 jump, that's a big issue right now, man. And it makes people look like it makes everybody stand back and like, oh shit. Remember last year they were talking about Project Helix being like $1,200.
Yeah.
That's just on PlayStation 6. It's believable, right? It's believable right now.
PlayStation is sitting back because they don't know what they've said that we have to keep an eye on the market. It's so crazy that and they've said that they don't see the position changing for a while. So expect the madness for happen for a while. Tarnished Gamer with a 5 says the difference between a pony and Alex isn't going to co-sign a Steam Deck after the price increase. Ponies sure as hell will after the fact.
Oh shit.
Facts. It's facts. Facts.
I'll say this, guys. When it comes to the prices and the increases that's happening right now with PlayStation, you're talking about where they're standing right now, because obviously the base and the base Series X is like $650 right now, or $550 in certain places.
Yeah.
The Pro's $900 right now, I believe, as well in certain areas, and I really do believe PlayStation is that type of company that if Project Helix is launching in 2027, they will try to launch it. And what they will do, they'll go to a point where we had a discussion from that leak or something that they might downgrade the RAM to 24 gig, from 32 to 24 gig of RAMs, just to try to bring the price into a decent spec.
Shit, you know what? I didn't actually consider that. The component prices will potentially have a massive impact on the level of upgrades you're going to get.
Yeah. So it wouldn't surprise me if they
so
did that
much
shit.
more tasty. But yeah,
Because, or maybe the Helix might do that shit unless they come up with a higher price. That's a premium device. But PlayStation 6 relies on console because that's their bread and butter. We know Microsoft, if they want to get rid of it, they can get rid of the gaming side, like, if they wanted to, but they still like to be in the space. But when it comes to, the PlayStation 6, I can see PlayStation doing that.
yeah.
Dropping the RAM price, try to bring that shit in at 900 or something, and keep the Pro at maybe 700 or something.
Yeah.
They do that stuff. I can see PlayStation doing that because they really want to sell consoles like that. And
Thing is, that's actually a good point.
let me ask you: Do you reckon they're gonna? I still believe that Project Helix will launch next year. It might be a limited amount because of the price, and I talked about this on my show, saying that I can see them doing kind of a refresh of the Series X, to shine it up a bit, make it look new, and come in at $600. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it looks new, looks prettier. It might have Wi-Fi 7 on it. It might have a slightly better power supply, all that BS, and make that shit at $650 or something. Make it look a bit shiny. So when they start next gen with Project Helix, you got a new Series X that's been refreshed. In the sense where it's slightly tweaked and that.
That's what I was talking about with the chat actually earlier before you joined. I'm like, they got to do something with this cross-gen stuff. And they've already indicated something about it. The whole thing about convenient framing about Xbox console first, and she talked about Series consoles for a reason, because they're going to revisit the Series X and S. They might even have a price reduction on it just to make it more inviting as an additional option to the Helix, and that's going to be potentially even downgraded. Both PS6 and the Helix might have much less potent specs owing to RAM and stuff like that. Ultimately, though, PlayStation can get away with having a lower spec because they're just market force now. There's also rumors suggesting that they have a handheld device that's corresponding with them, a native handheld device, which they'll cater for, which will be an interesting position for a lot of fanboys to argue, because Series S was holding things back. If this is a handheld, that also has to be catered for. With parity or just their first party releases, then that's definitely going to hold things back, even though everything's really cross-gen. So it's the situation is very, very, very malleable. It's all subject to change, including Xbox's whole entire strategy. Now, Steam Deck doing all this stuff also then signals to everyone that, okay, no one is safe, because everyone thought Steam is safe, but the problem is Steam isn't safe. And everyone has done it now. Nintendo's done it, Xbox has done it, PlayStation's done it. The market, no one has, some people are saying, oh, no, PlayStation has deals with freaking component prices there, but they'll secure their price. They fucking, not only did they increase the price of the PS5 massively, they've just announced, they've said it in plain English. We are waiting and seeing, because the component price is going to affect us. So there's
100%.
So yeah, so exactly. So this is the very interesting times. We're seeing, for the first time ever, prices going up for consoles, and we are about to enter the next gen, and the base price of these consoles, early adopters are making a profit on their consoles. They're going up, which is mad. But despite that, PlayStation still managed to get 100 mil sold. They have to put respect on their name. They're doing that.
I said this to who was I talking to? maybe there or someone. And I'll go with PlayStation, but GTA is going to be a boost because current gen.
Massive
You
boost.
Call of Duty, that's going to be a boost. That's current gen. 2 big games coming out this year, which is current gen, which will move people over. 100%. If it's 5-10 million, they'll move them over slowly. And I said, PlayStation for me, if they hit 110 million by end of 2027, that's a successful generation for them.
Yeah.
In terms of selling console at the price, at the price right now.
Yeah.
Because the price is heavy right now. When we talk about the refresh and all that stuff, you know how like some of these guys have been around for a while as well, guys, and when they do this revision and refresh, like remember the Xbox 360, they kept revising it. Why? Because it gets cheaper. When they revise, they put different parts in, different power supplies in, different materials. The console gets cheaper, and that's how they bring the console a lot more profitable.
Yeah.
PlayStation did the same shit because the OG PlayStation 5, do you remember the copper heat sink and that bullshit they had? Now they slimmed the bitch down. They eliminated it so they can get to a point where it's more sustainable and make a bit of profit or make it, don't lose money on it. I can see that happening with the PlayStation 5 and the Series X.
It has to
This time to revise it, cheaper materials, power supply cheaper, CPU under the APU smaller, some shit like that, bro. This revises so they can make the profits a bit cheaper or make it more sustainable.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's what you want to use right now because I'm coming at $600 or $500.
They have to.
I really do believe the smart move would be try to revise the Series X or something.
Yeah.
Put a shiny coat on it, Wi-Fi 7, blah blah blah, and sell it at $600 or something. So it looks at least it looks new. Do you know what I mean? There's new features. I'm not talking about making much more powerful. Because we know cross-gen's here for a hot minute.
Elijah asked, do you think Microsoft will be smart enough to actually have large launch lineups for their next-gen console? They better have, otherwise it's a fucking atrocious situation. But Sean, on that point, on them reducing other component prices, I think you might start to see that before GTA 6. Potentially.
It might be. Yeah.
Bro, I'll tell you right now, and this is going to sound stupid. If I was Microsoft, and they had an option to now that Asha Sharma's come in, I would make a case. I'm like, you have one of the biggest. Sorry, let me say that. Reframe that. You have the biggest entertainment property, arguably, to ever drop in the history of mankind, which is GTA 6, because there isn't an entertainment release of this size that will be catching the zeitgeist of gamers for years, dropping this year. You are about to launch, you're in a gaming division that's backed by a $1 trillion company, one of the richest companies in the world, and you want to make a splash. You spent 70 billion during COVID and all that. GTA cost nearly 2 billion to make. Rockstar are ready. They have projectors of 8 billion they're going to make soon. If you had an option to do marketing, if you're Xbox and you're smart, I would make a case like if the option arose where you got to spend, and this is going to sound ridiculous, $1 billion, but you get exclusive marketing and you'd couple that up with your strategy that you were alluding to, somehow bundle that up with the next gen consoles with there to offer the cheaper 600 with GTA 6 and the supply is there to disrupt, and all it is disrupt. I would take that for a $1 trillion company, because you will never see an IP of this size ever again. This week we found out that the Kickstarter of the crowdfunding for Star Citizen, which is still in alpha and has been developed for like 16 years, hit $1 billion. Rockstar, all caps fonts, Rockstar are delivering. This is a watershed moment in gaming. And obviously the presumption is PlayStation is going to get the marketing. They're the number one market leader, this and that. But PlayStation's already got it, right? They've already got it? the marketing?
Well, I believe so. It looks like it to me, but I've seen some people saying, "Oh, why Xbox doing that tweet?" I don't know, bro.
I'm not looking at the tweet. If they've already got it, they got it already.
They got
But
it.
if I was it,
it looks
I would
like they
have
got
put
it.
serious money in it. That's understanding and putting your finger on the pulse of how important GTA 6 is going to be. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter to me, but I think it would be a very good opportunity for Xbox to, if we wanted to be really seriously make a splash. But it's done. But that's what I'm doing. That's the kind of thing you're doing.
100%. That is one of the biggest game and entertainment you right as well when it comes to GTA 6. The one no, it's not announced yet. I bet people do assume that PlayStation has got it, but that'll be funny if they don't, bro. That'll be crazy. But like I know that Jez was saying they're gonna struggle to have consoles launching this year, like because of they only did X amount of chips or something like that, guys. If you remember, Jez was saying that stuff. I don't know how legit that is.
Yeah.
But he goes, they won't have enough consoles for launching like these new current gen games, right? And especially GT and more Call of Duty.
Yeah.
They should. You got Series S there.
Yeah.
This is the time to try to bring people in, take their hits or something, and get some momentum going again. How much of a hit will it take? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But the Series S could be pretty good for this holiday for a lot of people if they can bring that bitch back down to $299. And GTA is launching. New Call of Duty game is launching.
I wonder how GTA is going to run on the Series S. That's going to
be at 1080p or 900p, 30 FPS or something, I reckon. But Rockstar is really good at optimizing anyway for consoles. So, like, guys, this is the time, bro. Get back down to $299 or something. You know what I mean?
I think they definitely need to consider doing that because if they want to make a splash with their hardware,
they keep saying it. Just do it with the Series S if you have to.
I think that's a good shout. They've mentioned Series X as well, so I don't know how, but I think you're right. There's going to definitely be a rejig with the current existing hardware to redress it, to counteract the hardware problem, the premium device, and the probably eye-watering price of this next-gen Xbox console, the Helix, and it's going to be interesting. We're going to see some big changes, man. We're going to see, and we're going to see them this year. And around GTA, you're going to see what's going to happen. 900p GTA 630 FPS are the rumors, says Cypher.
I can believe that. I believe that on the Series S. That's what it's made for, is the lower console.
I mean, so before we actually going to go on GTA, actually, I need to talk about State of Piss or State of Play. Is there going to be a State of Piss? Because this time, and I'm an egregious.
Well, say it, guys. Put the curse out there.
I'm going to put
the curse out there.
Hey, man, it's not a curse. I believe it. PlayStation has now got a State of Play in 2 days. Is it 2 days or a couple of days?
3 days, yeah.
3 days.
2 days for us anyway. We're midnight anyway. So.
Oh, we're midnight, yeah. So, yeah, nearly midnight. So on the 2nd, isn't it? 2nd of June. And unlike any other State of Play, they have now massively promoted this.
Yep.
They basically...
like a live event as well, or something with people joining the live event. Like I believe Paris is going to be joining the live event on some stream key or something like that, I believe.
Yeah.
So are they expecting this to be a big State of Play where they're going to show maybe the new Naughty Dog game or something, or hardware, maybe some related hardware stuff as well, maybe the handheld that's rumored to go out.
Nah, I don't think it'll be like
maybe
that.
The handheld.
But I think it'll be a pretty good event. Although I'll say this, PlayStation fanboys have been so starved that the last State of Play, they were like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Yeah, God of War, that 2D shitty game. And I was like, bro, you guys are so fucking easily proved. You guys made fun of Play Expo for logo reveals that got you hyped. And then the logo reveal then turned out to be it's late in production for this trilogy of games. And that's like, yeah, and then you had that shitty 2D freaking God of War game that was absolute ass. And then you were like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a great game. What happened? What happened to the? Where's you guys was so vocal about it, and it was absolute dog shit. So what happened, bro? So I don't expect any kind of realistic or accurate feedback from PlayStation fanboys. they will suck up everything. After that incredible PlayStation Showcase event, which will go down in history as one of the most dog shit showcases ever, that caused the crash out of so many people, including especially Bari and Persona. That was fucking incredible.
That's a classic that a lot of people broke down in that state of piss.
Yeah, they did. They broke
That
down.
showcase, bro. That was a breakdown. Now.
So much so though that they're scared to use PlayStation Showcase, even though they're going hard here.
I believe, like, guys, moving forward, they will not use the word showcase unless they're showing the next PlayStation 6, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
that's the only time they might show it.
Yeah.
Now, this state of play, I do believe is to. All right, we got to look at what's going on with it.
Yeah.
Inviting people to join the event, doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
So looking at it, looking at it like that, you expect it to be something a bit more special than it is. Now I'm looking at it like this. If next year is supposed to be the next generation launch, so what do you do, guys? When it comes to the tail end of a generation, you want to try end off on a high, no? So people are hyped for your next machine. That's what you try to do. So, they confirmed it that Wolverine's gonna be there.
100%.
We will see gameplay.
100%.
And that game looks good. Now I think Intergalactic is gonna be there.
Okay.
Naughty Dog game. I believe the new God of War game, with Faye or something from that team's, or maybe Cory Barlog game is gonna be there as well. I believe that's the game he's making. I can't remember, bro. They're making some God of War game anyway.
Okay. The one
That's going to be there. And, and maybe a surprise announcement. And I believe we know what Wolverine's going to do, so we know that. Now, I think more of the guys are more, they want to see more new games coming for the 2027 launch. Will they have games ready? Will Intergalactic be ready? We don't know, because they said that game is still a bit out at the moment.
I think they're saying 2027, 2028.
Yeah. When you want to end the generation on the high,
it'll be Intergalactic.
This is what you do. This is 2026, and this is the same for Xbox as well. End the 2027 on the high, so people are excited for the next step in your generation. I'm expecting this. I'm expecting this state play to be good.
Yeah.
I'm expecting it to be good.
I think that there's definitely. Unlike the last one, where the PlayStation fanboys overhyped the shit out of it, which is
overhyped the shit.
Yeah.
Because they give it, bro. Like I said, they give it a 10 out of 10.
I don't fucking. They've been battered down so badly with their showcases.
We've seen all of the games before that. We've seen the James one. We've seen this. We've seen all of these games before. Now, if they give that a 10 out of 10, I remember this is not called a showcase. No, this is not called a showcase. This is called a state of play. Remember this, guys. It's called a state of play. So it's still the same format, the same.
Yeah.
If we're gonna show Wolverine, Intergalactic, the new God of War game, and maybe another surprise, and they say, imagine they say this is an 8 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10. You're full of shit.
Yeah, bro. We already know they're full of shit because of the 10 out of 10s for that, because they've been battered down so much by successive absolute dog shit shows that they will give anything a 10 out of 10. After I saw that, I'm like, okay, I understand. You guys have just battered wife syndrome. For you, everything is amazing. It doesn't. Your opinion is absolute dog shit on scoring. Don't even ever mouth off on Xbox shows when it comes to that. But I'm expecting the show to be good. I think it's actually going to be wicked. I think if they're showing what you're mentioning, one of Wolverine's gonna. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a great looking game. I want to see the combat of that. It's Insomniac. In fact, it's one of their games that I'm actually looking forward to the most. And then if they do show Intergalactic, even though I've boycotted their game because of Neil Cuckoo,
100%.
I know as a game that's a brilliant. It's going to be I think it's going to be an incredible game because of what they're aiming to do with that game. The whole sci-fi vibe is for me. So if they show gameplay for that would be great, because Naughty Dog have sat out the entire gen. They need to show something. It's actually embarrassing. They've shown a little bit in the trailer. I need to see gameplay of that. Yeah, but same thing you could say about Coalition. Coalition have sat out the entire gen, and then now they're showing something. Spider-Man with claws. I hope it's not a Spider-Man with claws. I hope it's a lot more linear and a lot more.
Well, it should be more linear, but I'm expecting that to be a good game, though. But
it's gonna be wicked, I think.
The state of play is going to be really. I want to see if there's going to be a make or break for people. Because do you remember when they say, "Oh, this is not a showcase. They got a secret showcase coming later this year."
They've been saying that for years.
Will that shit happen again this year?
Well, you know
Well,
what?
look, guys, I'm asking you, chat. I'm asking you,
No
if this
chance.
state of piss is just like a say average state of piss, and
Average
what they're gonna
state of
say,
piss.
well, they hold him back. You know, the secret showcase is coming later this year. Do you reckon that's gonna happen again this year? Yes or no, guys?
Well, it has to be shit for them to then go talk about this. If it's shit, you'll see the secret showcase things come up. I think even Colin Moriarty was doing that last year. There's a secret showcase, and then that never turned
Yeah,
up.
don't worry about it. There's a big showcase coming, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, Colin Moriarty seems to skate quite a lot on some of his bad predictions. He went out and said, like, you know, the whole thing about Helldivers 2, and he's like, I'm hearing from my sources, it's not happening. And he seems to, you know, we rinsed him for it, obviously, but he seems to have completely skated. Like, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. What happened to your sources? So your source was shit? Is lied? Or what? What happened? Or you made it up? Oh, you're hearing about a PlayStation State of Play? It didn't happen. What happened? Things changed? Well, answer the question. Maybe he did. I don't watch his content, so maybe he has substantiated those positions, but he's been wrong quite a bit. I do think the PlayStation Showcase is going to be good. I think it'll be great if it's good, because then it puts pressure on Xbox, which is going off, you know, in a few days after that. I think PlayStation's show will have a lot more surprises potential, because they haven't shown it. They haven't got any fucking games, man.
They've not been showing them. They've not been showing it yet, so it's time. And I think a lot of the PlayStation fans kind of made that as well. Like, they need to start showing something from some of the big hitters, the big studios right now.
Very few hardcore PlayStation fanboys are saying it on Twitter. The usual suspects, the ones who gave it all 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, they showed this on fucking 10 out of 10. This is the best show ever already for me. Those people, they will just suck off PlayStation no matter what. Their scoring doesn't matter. Very few are very honest about what PlayStation's delivering the first party this gen, and I think PlayStation's history has shown that now that we're coming to the end of the generation, they will blow their load now, and they should, and you should expect that. So the Freya, God of War will go a long way. They blew their load on a logo, like just.
I wonder how they're gonna react with that. Some of the, you know, how people are grifters and all that stuff. But I'm talking about some of the PlayStation community. How will they react to playing as Freya? Fia or Freya?
You know what's going to be like, woman, wow. I mean, I'll be honest with you. A lot of it, the Freya has to be a sick character. Sounds like she could be.
But she's supposed to be like a giant or something, so she needs to be a beast.
I haven't even finished Ragnarok, but I might actually go back and do it, because I've just lost interest in that. But
you should do.
I think a lot of fanboys will be pissed that they lose Kratos. They are already pissed that Kratos seems to be a lot more feminine compared to the younger days.
I'll say, yeah, you know that, but I'll say this. I think some fans won't be happy with it, to be honest. They want Kratos to be the main guy again. No doubt, it's the same with us, guys. We want Marcus to be the, you know, the motherfucking homie.
Yeah, like Kate was not that great.
Listen, I reckon the PlayStation. I think majority of the PlayStation guys don't want to see the handheld come out this year or maybe next year, because of what's happening with the Steam Deck prices and this $900. Bro, it's not happening. They don't want to see that price tag on a PlayStation handheld there.
I'm not expecting a PlayStation handheld there. I expect.
There's some people, but people are expecting to see something in the upcoming year, probably about a PlayStation handheld, or maybe some.
Maybe I'm out of touch on PlayStation. Are you guys expecting a handheld?
Because I know some people are, oh shit, if the Steam Deck is $900, where does that put the PlayStation handheld now? And I think some people said, you know what, back the fuck up. Take it easy, bro. Don't even show it. Keep it quiet. Wait until the prices come down, then talk about it.
Absolutely.
I think the PlayStation fans won't be happy with it right now because of the price tag.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even think it's worth doing now. If a PlayStation is about to release their next-gen console and have this as like a companion device, it would be huge. I mean, think about the marketing of that. It's like, oh, we got a handheld. It would be big. Like, oh, you have option. The PlayStation 5 Portal defied all of us by being a very popular device that continues to sell as an accessory. There's a massive demand for a PlayStation handheld device, which is funny because the Vita and the Vita was a really good device that didn't really get this, kind of long-term support. The PSP and the PS Vita that a lot of people wanted, or one of them. I always forget which one's which now. So there's definitely a market for it. PlayStation can sell that handheld massively. I don't think there's any advantage in them revealing it now, I'll be honest with you. But we'll see.
So, like us, before we move on that, it's awesome to see how all these showcases happening this week. It feels good. But what is that big reveal you think PlayStation has in the back pocket? or will they? Let's say they have one. If they have one, what is that surprise going to be? Is it a game? Is it hardware?
It's
Is
not gonna
it
be
some
hardware.
sort of announcement or something?
It's gonna be hardware. It's gonna be a game. It's gonna be games. For PlayStation, the only thing they don't reveal hardware. What can they? I'll be surprised. I don't know, but I don't think they'll reveal hardware. I think it'll be a game. It'll be a game, and most likely it will be like what studio hasn't. Like they don't even have that.
Like
many.
what studio? Like Sony, I don't think Sony Benma won't show anything major. I think the only game that can show something good is the God of War game and Insomniac with Spider-Man probably or X-Men.
I think
No,
they'll
that's
show.
Wolverine. That's Wolverine though.
No, Wolverine. But I think you might even see the what's it called? The other game, the other Spider-Man game, the Venom game teaser. I think they could do it.
Did that not get cancelled?
I don't think that. I think that that rumor was bullshit. I don't think it's been cancelled. I think that could potentially.
It's going to be
happen.
interesting to see what's that big game, and I reckon it'll be the Naughty Dog game. That's going to have a good showcase.
I'm not counting that. I'm expecting Intergalactic has to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It has to be there, but I can't.
I'm talking about new
there's
reveal.
no surprise for me. Yeah.
there's no real. I don't think Xbox will have any new reveals either. To be honest with you, I mean Xbox has been releasing games.
I think they will because they got so many studios out there that it'll be a new IP, a new game there or something.
Okay, Jack and Daxter. I think that would make a lot of hardcore fans, like old school fans, happy. Ratchet and Clank leaked for 2029 in that huge documentary doc leak for Insomniac. I'll be honest, I mean, PlayStation guys will be happy with it, I guess, but I don't think that will have that kind of impact, I guess.
Or
but...
maybe a Kojima project or something. But
Fizzin might get
Fizzin or something maybe.
Oh, that's a good point. Fizzin is poised for. Oh no, but Fizzin is far away, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like 4 years out. I'm not sure. Like, what is that game? Like, one game it could be like, yo, shit, this is going down. Will they have it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can wish, I can dream, but I don't think Guerrilla Games has any appetite to look at Killzone again. Or will we see something? We might this PlayStation State of Play might see a legacy title like SOCOM, like something different. Like there's a sick old school legacy IP that PlayStation revived.
Yeah, some are saying Uncharted maybe with his daughter. Now, if you play number 4, you know what's going on.
Uncharted, his daughter at the end. Uncharted, I think actually Uncharted is probably, they've actually got multiple. They had 2 titles in the works, and I think Uncharted is actually a good shout. I think that would make a big splash.
That might be the one.
I think you're right. I think Uncharted could be the one. I think they'll show Uncharted with the daughter because of the way it ended in the beach or wherever she was playing. And I think that'd be good. It'll be a good reveal because we got the kind of PlayStation fucked the multiplayer situation. It's not so easy, is it? PlayStation there. But
it's definitely easy, bro. That's where you buy the bitch.
Yeah, that's why you buy the bitch and still fuck you up. Then you've got back to your one-trick pony third person action adventure game. They have good graphics. Uncharted though will be really good. I think the PlayStation Showcase will be pretty sick. I think let's see. Yeah. We only had a couple of days and we'll see.
Listen, it's gonna be exciting. We got a PlayStation Showcase, we got a Summer Game Fest, we got an Xbox Game Showcase. So it's a good week for us gamers to see some good stuff hopefully as well. And listen, I want to see some meltdowns. You know, if the state of pace is not what it's supposed to be, I want to see the reaction of some of the PlayStation guys. See like, yo, what's happening here? But do you know what they're gonna say? The Xbox Game Showcase, that's our PlayStation show. Yeah,
exactly.
That's what they say.
They won't have crash outs. After the last one, they'll accept anything. You give them just X-Men gameplay, they'll think it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 100%. But like, guys, I want to close it out, bro. I don't know if you're closing it out as well.
I'm closing it out as well, chat. It's been a sick show. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to turn this TV on so I can turn off the stream. And basically say thank you, Sean, for jumping in. Bro, Bro, this has been a sick show. We've been talking about a lot of different things today. Mostly grilling Xbox for their decisions, and I hope you don't lose the vision of what needs to be done. Hold them accountable. PlayStation guys, we don't expect you to hold PlayStation accountable. It's fine. You carry on accepting whatever it is. But this is a good year. They're rounding it out this generation. I don't think PlayStation, they've done well to sell and all that in terms of their first party it's a forgettable generation for me.
Yeah, PlayStation did start off the gen really good on that. But like you said, when the games get cancelled and live service push, and you're pushing some of the studios to do some live service games, that's what took a hit on PlayStation. The second half has been much slower than it is. Otherwise we would have had certain games already. And let's hope even Xbox as well. Let's see these decisions that they're gonna make. Some really important decisions to make some people happy or pissed off. And I want to see how this plays out, bro. In the second half of this year, especially the 25th anniversary, if they're gonna do it properly or not. This is what they're gonna do.
Good luck, Asha. Yeah, no pressure. It makes it fun and interesting watch. Let all these players make a splash and impress us. Xbox has a much more uphill task, but let's see whether they can smash it. And I know we're all looking forward to fair games. And on that note, everyone, we'll see you next week.
Peace. See you next week, guys. Take care.
Not next week. For the next 2 weeks, you won't see me.
I'll be around next week to talk that shit.
Sean will be talking that shit. Sean is going to be attending my wedding, but then he'll be doing a post-show reaction. No, you're gonna do a
live reaction. Yeah,
live reaction. I appreciate you doing that. Chat, you will see. I'm working on a sick video right now. I'm hoping I could push it tomorrow. It depends. And then
let's get it. Let's do it.
And then you won't see me for a couple of weeks because I'm away next week for the wedding, and then the money.
You're gonna be locked up.
And we're locked up. She won't let me out.
She won't let me out.
But yeah, we'll talk that shit, and then when we come back, it will be Fonz and Zorka and me chopping
That's awesome.
It up.
I think that's a good crew. That's a good balance to have.
Thank you. Man.
Try to get that show, up and running with the boys and that. That's definitely a good show, bro. But tomorrow, I will be going reaction to the wedding. No, we're gonna have some fun at the wedding. We'll see anyway. But
are you gonna go live tomorrow?
I will say tomorrow. I might just go live around about 6 hour time. I'm gonna go hardcore on these dudes.
It's about time. It's happening. There's going to be balance.
Piss me off. It pissed me off, bro. It depends, bro, because today was my kid's birthday. We did a birthday party, early one. On my wife's side, tomorrow's my side. So this week's been mental, guys. Where I've been, London, all that shit. It's been a crazy week, bro. Because I'm off this week. I didn't know I was off yet tomorrow. I looked at my roster and go, shit, I'm off.
Oh,
I must have booked here someday.
So put
put
some blind bots in their place. We bleed green.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But close this shit out, guys. Let's close it out.
All right, guys. We'll see you very soon.
Peace.
Peace.
Rat her.